been back in bad business since we was young. That's a fact. Big Hill L's. East Coast Tim out, baseball down. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. West Coast vibes, baby, I'm so high. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. Down south, BYT, if you want roll the key. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. If you want to top in the O, let it ride. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. Pull up on the tip like I jack some slack. King L, E.N.E, and your guys stats. We don't give a goddamn about your guys stats. To be honest, most of y'all little guys sweat. Step your game up, baby, roll with the winners. E.N.E a steak meal, fuck them little chicken dinners. You ain't never seen a clique of niggas this fly. King of stacks, this is poppin' like a fish fry. Now I'm like a vibe, see we doing our West Coast shit. Call up the Cali plug, got them West Coast shit. This is a Lipsy girl, got the West Coast shit. All blued up, like we really West Coast shit. We do this shit with style, that's why the ladies love it. We with the man straight choosing when we out in public. E.N.E, best flow. King L, stack with the fat tater, let's go. East Coast Tim out, baseball down. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. West Coast vibes, baby, I'm so high. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. Down south, BYT, if you want roll the key. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. If you want to top in the O, let it ride. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. Now you up in town, about to smoke with the chief. If you know King, you about to roll up and leave. Look, I don't really dance, but let that ass roll on the D so high. I wasn't on it, but you noticed in me. Just like where I'm from, I got a screaming out, oh. I ain't paid for no entry, but she gave me a show. 5 bottles only if it be the down of the mo. Here for a couple hours, going counting my dough. Look, I don't really know why they envy me. Maybe cause the whole team MVP. Kept the gang genuine, I'm the same OG. Treat the pro like my shoes, keep the bang on me. Gang time, now it's mama mentality, up my salary. Wear the wrong colors in the wrong hood, in the casual. Wear the Malibu, Santa Monica on the beach. Always gotta keep the 40 count on reach. East Coast City out, baseball down. Yeah, I'm about to pull up on you. West Coast vibes, baby, I'm so high. Yeah, I'm about to pull up on you. Down south, BYT, if you want roll the key. Yeah, I'm about to pull up on you. If you want to top in the O, let it ride. Yeah, I'm about to pull up on you. Hey, what talk, you need to holler at stacks. If you open out the way, he gon' give you some facts. All brick, no shit, strong, see with the 6. E.N.E the cheat code, play the game with a controversial flow. Like I'm man, Raven, ever in this. John B, the truth, that's a rhetoric shit. If you look in the mirror, you should know what this is. E.N.E the lights up the hell, blocking the shit. Put the bombs on the shit. Yeah. What up? You already know what it is, man. It's Command About Time, aka Stats with the facts, man. You talking about, man? I'm about to pull up on you niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Friday night wrap up E.N.E. You already know what it is, man. Tap in, walk with us. Pull up on you. You know what I'm talking about? Call up the Cali plug, cop them West Coast bricks. You hear me? Y'all know nothing about that, man. What's good with y'all, man? Friday night, I don't know what it's like where y'all at, but I know out here in Columbus, Ohio, man, it has literally, you hear me, been raining all day. And I'm not talking about like off and on. I'm talking about like raining like buckets all day. Literally all day. Such a great day with a beautiful day at the same time. You know what I'm talking about? What's good with everybody, man? How y'all doing on this beautiful rainy Friday evening? You know, even though it's rainy, it's still beautiful. You know what I'm talking about? Vernon 85, what's going on, man? Y'all know what it is, man. We getting it in tonight. Y'all know how we do it over here at A Real Talk Podcast. Friday night wrap up. E.N.E Fridays with my brother King Els. He should be tapping in any second. I just got off the jack with him earlier. You know what I'm talking about? He just said he was ready. So we about to get straight to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. And you know we're going to do it like we used to it. You know what I'm talking about? Because ain't nothing to it but to do it. You need. So, man, get your drinks. Get your shots. Get your beers. Get your wine, your vino. Get your shells, your joints, your vapes. Lock in. Tap in. Walk with us. You know what I'm saying? You know we about to get into it. You know what I'm talking about? All right, then. I know that's right, Vernon 85, man. I know that's right, man. All right.
I think this is my man King L's promoting on Facebook right now, telling people to tap in and walk with us on a book. Oh, no, hold on, that's something different. Okay, he just sent me a list. Okay, that's what's up, King L's. King L's just sent me a list of stories. You know, L's always send me the stories for the week, so we got some interesting things going on tonight. You did tap in, walk with us. Hopefully, L got some exclusive music for us. I'm looking forward to that. You know what I'm talking about? I'm pretty sure he about to tap in any second. So we'll find out, you know what I'm talking about, when he come in. What's going on with everybody though, man? How y'all doing, man? It's been a rainy Friday here in this Midwest region, man. You know what I'm talking about? On the East Coast too, man. It's been raining heavy. I mean, it's been literally raining all day. Like literally from the time I woke up to currently right now, it's raining outside, but it feels good outside. You know what I'm talking about? Nice and mild. You know what I'm saying? Nice and mild. What's good with y'all? How did y'all like last night's show, man? Did y'all enjoy Walisha, man? She came through dropping them gems and jewels, you know what I'm talking about? Put me up on. Honestly, I love when I chop it up with people and they bring new information to my awareness and, you know what I'm talking about, to my psyche. I appreciate that. Like I always tell you, I'm only smart enough to know how much I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? So Alicia came through last night on the show, dropped the gems and jewels. It was a beautiful show. You know what I'm talking about? And I appreciate her for coming through. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it for all the support. You know what I'm talking about? Don't make no mistakes about it, man. Appreciate all the support. Don't take nothing for granted. You know what I mean? Because you never know who's watching, man. Let me just tell you that. You never know who's watching. You understand what I'm saying, man? So just stay steadfast and keep doing what you do, man. If you build it, they will come. You know what I'm talking about? Just don't never forget that. You know what I mean? And I like to bring people on the show, y'all, so y'all can tap in, you know what I'm talking about, and you know what I'm saying, get to know a little bit, not only what's going on in my city, Columbus, Ohio, but, you know, just see people just doing beautiful things, man. You know what I'm talking about? What Alicia is doing is beautiful. Something that I encourage all women to look into, especially if you are pregnant or with your man trying to get pregnant or whatever. I suggest you look into natural birth, home birth at that. You feel me? I strongly suggest it versus going to these death dens that they call hospitals. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. You know? So, yeah, man, last night's show was fire, man. I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm talking about? I got emails behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout out to Walisha. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, tonight, though, y'all know what it is, man. We got stories out there. Man, listen. It seemed like as the week go by, in 2023, we had in March. We in the early part of March. You know what I'm saying? The end of the first quarter of the year. And we already, you know what I'm saying? We already got a lot of crazy stuff going on. You did? And, I just want y'all to know that, man. It's going down, man. You know? You know, over here at A-Real Talk, we don't do fear mongering. We don't do fear porn. We're not in the business of making people panic and scary and spooky and all of that. Y'all know we don't do that over here. But we're going to keep it 100, though. We're going to keep it 1,000 because we got to. And the truth of the matter, y'all, is that you know, what's going on is actually sounds terrifying, but it's actually what's going on. So, you know, like my man David Like said, man, at one point in time, man, at some point in time, you're going to have to stop being all scary and face what's ahead of you. You need. Fear is not real. False evidence appearing real. And what is real? Electrical impulses interpreted by your brain. What you can see, what you can taste, what you can touch, what you can feel, fear, smell, what you can think. Y'all didn't know that thinking was a sense too, did you? Yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about? I keep telling y'all to put y'all to go do y'all research on human brain computer interfacing. So we just went from our brother King L to get up in the building, man. Y'all know what to do, man. It's Friday night. It's a beautiful situation. Even though it's rainy and wet outside, it's still a beautiful thing, man. You know what I mean? The rain is a beautiful thing, if you ask me. I personally love the rain. I just don't like driving in it. You know, earlier today, you know, I had the day off today, man. Earlier today, I had to go move some furniture, move a washer and dryer in the rain. You know, that was no, it wasn't terrible, you know, but the rain just makes things worse. And up here where I'm from in Columbus, Ohio, when it rains, people just forget everything about knowing how to drive for some reason. And it's just terrible. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad we just got that thing out the way. You know what I'm saying? Got back inside because, you know, that rain is horrible. I hate driving in the rain. If I absolutely don't have to. And if I have to, I'm trying to get done. Whatever I'm doing, I'm trying to get it done ASAP so I can get back to the laboratory. You know what I'm talking about, man? So tap in, walk with us, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Kill that boy, what it do, man? Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Rain is cool till you got to work in it, till you got to go run somewhere. You know what I'm talking about? You know, so you want to make sure. See, like right now, no more shells. I'm about to use the last shell. Yeah. It's looking pretty tragic right now, man. But I'm about to make something happen because you know I can know how to do that, man. I don't let that bother you. I know how to make things happen, man. You know what I'm talking about? You did. So just hold on a couple seconds, y'all. Yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta use your things you have available to your advantage. You dig, man? How y'all doing today, man? Is it raining where y'all at, man? You know what I'm saying? Nigga Vernon 85 talking about when he played Mariah Carey through the rain. This nigga silly, man. Yeah, man. I'm trying to wait for Els to come in. He said I don't know what this dude doing, man. Let me text L real quick, man. Let me text L real quick and see what he got going on, man. Yeah, it's a beautiful situation, y'all, man. You know what I'm talking about? This is a beautiful thing, man. I'm happy to be here, man. This, you know, man, I'm just feeling so beautiful right now. You know what I'm talking about, man? You know, it's a beautiful situation, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Synchronicity is an effort. You know what I'm talking about? It's not everything happen for a reason. You did. You just gotta make sure you prepare to deal with everything that's coming your way when certain things happen. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta make sure you up to the task to be able to overcome the situation. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so while we sit up here and wait for King Els to come through, he texting me back right now. I'm gonna see what he about to say. Like, El, what you doing, man? Like, I just talked to you on the jack, man. What you? He said he's waiting for his computer to restart, be like 5. Okay, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Right? You know what I'm talking about? So you know what I'm gonna hit y'all with a treat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit y'all with a treat. You feel me? While we sit up here and wait for Els to come in, you know what I'm talking about? Hit y'all with a treat, man. Real quick. Hit y'all with a treat real quick, man. Okay, that's not coming up. While we wait for Els to come on in, I'm gonna hit y'all with a treat. Uncle Diggity, what it do, man?
Me and my nigga special epitomize the streets, got a dangerous vibe, too strange to describe. All I can say, we share a bond from the pain we survive. Too shameful to cry, we ain't gon' stop till our name's in the sky. Written on that blimp, the world is ours, nigga, savior replies.
Not entertained by the fables and lies. Deprioritize, learn how to shoot before I was able to drive. 4 or 5 Dracos and knives. It's enough shells in each one of these to feed a table of 5.
We able to slide, we waving that 5. That's saying goodbye. Never hired no shooters, had no faith in them guys. This lesson is brief. The Smith & Wesson I kept in my briefs. The smarter you are, praise the Allah, that's the less you gon' speak.
You resting in peace when I'm wrestling heat. I feel extra unique whenever I invest in the death of a leech. I don't know why they messing with me. Death come in threes, I give praise to leeches like a Mexican tree.
Confess to police, every question is brief. Who blessing the streets, running a church and shoot your mama while dressed as a priest? Respect my beliefs, so you'll be laying dormant. Beat your kid in front your face, cause you the type to raise informants.
Play it cautious, nigga, the scars on my face important. It takes smalls to win. The rabbit lost when he raised the tortoise. Fiends put it in their veins and snort it. I'm a weed head, I burn enough trees to create a paper shortage.
Paid a fortune for the Rolex, the diamonds and faces flawless. Break the law with various villains willing to take the charges. 8 garages filled with the finest foreigns, they finding warrants. Threw me in a cell with no bail, I'll be out by the morning.
And I'm known for bringing my fire on me. When you find a bomb wired by alarm, that's your final warning. Get butterflies when the flight is boarding. 100 pies in my luggage and some number 5 Michael Jordan.
Listen, we ain't gonna stop until we finish. And we ain't write the book, we just read the words that was in it.
Yeah, I told niggas look and learn about business. I'm important as the hook that fed the worms to the fishes.
Yeah. They said that we was vicious, especially when our daughters needed presents for their Christmas. You just end up on our hit list.
The moral of the story is to never bet against us. This is for my felons in the trenches. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. I know y'all tapped in the E.N.E Fridays. We waiting for my man Els to come up, man. I'm just doing something different, man. You know, we just vibing, man. Shout out to the homie Ransom, man. He got a fire album out right now. My man signed it. My man 38 Special a couple years ago, I think. A year or two ago. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't hit the 38 Special, man. You feel me? They was going in on the track, wasn't they, killing that boy?
When you on the street, the main thing you're thinking about is yourself. There's nowhere in the world you can't think about.
Y'all already know how we do it Friday night, man. We vibing out over here at A-Real Talk. Tap in, walk
Yeah,
man.
screw all your miniature fairy tales and your misdemeanors. I brainstorm these Hurricane Sandys and spit Katrinas. Vivid dreamer, I stirred that pot of work like I whipped Farina. Bricks of Tina, turned into court engagements and quick subpoenas. Paid in full if Ace caught a case. Would he ever miss the cleaners? Drip the Nina, blowing off half your calf and a split your femur. Sick demeanor, so ain't no Miss Medeas in this arena. Nah, when I'm in this lane, they claim it's the Jordan rules. No audibles for green, I leave pools of blood right in Jordan's pool. That's sort of cruel. They calling them Killer Mike, so run all the jewels. Brought all the tools, but no need for drilling. Feeling we all get screwed, you more than food. Pass out the forks and spoons and say, have at 'em. Go get 'em. Now I got the glow, show enough I'm the last dragon. Back spasms, too old to run with heat, better ask Haslam. Super villain, sending some shooters dressed all in Black Adam.
Got it in me to turn
E.N.E
shit
Fridays,
I ran
let's
with
go.
The shepherds, little homie fell, but he tried. Got a grand in his effort. How many of y'all ran with the lepers? He lied. You niggas lying, man. Tigers don't dance in the desert, nigga.
Yeah, I could get you done in a gruesome fashion. Do subtraction, bullets tear through your flesh and remove a fraction. Do the math and you'll realize a lie's a new distraction. True assassin, sorta like Kobe scoring on Luka passing. You imagine things get ugly, most niggas lose attraction. Use your passion, you can get dragged to hell just to view the action. Slide like the soles on the shoes of Jackson, you lose for lacking. Yeah. Niggas acting bad cause the plot is lost. Knock it off. A nigga that's spoiled to end up a rotten corpse. Lock the door, get slayed in your dreams. How you gonna stop this force? I'll make your lady pay for them screams. How much a holler cost? But we ain't had to take it there. Let's make it clear. I'm the right hand that landed on Fraser's beard. I am the blade that glass used to slay the bear. They say if you raise a gun, you was raised in fear. Save your prayers, cause with or without them, I've had an amazing year.
Got it in me to turn sheep goat. I ran with the shepherds. Lil' homie fell, but he tried. Gotta grant him his effort. How many of y'all ran with the lepers? He lied. You niggas lying, man. Tigers don't dance in the desert, nigga.
Hold on, no, I got something different for y'all.
Trust, man. 38 laws of powder, man. Benny, I see you, man. Philly, I see you, man. Class, what's up, homie? Hoodie, what's good, nigga? T, what's happening? The whole trust, man. We in the building, man. Ooch, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Streets done fucked up, man. It's all time, man. Trust me. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Unlike y'all, I had a name before I started rapping. I started trapping and I found myself autographing. Signing bitches' titties while she in my car relaxing. I'm attracted to pretty women with larger asses. See, I moved out west and started quarterbacking. My homie Philly sent the text when he caught a package. My homie Hoodie said we need to use a smarter address. T came home, we was all baller status. I'm responsible for all my actions. Keep reinvesting the method to all my madness. Your gun jammed and I started blasting. I prefer revolvers over automatics. They see my man and started clapping, that was more than tragic. I paid for his funeral and bought his casket. Now a father figure with his daughters lacking. The money that I give her can't replace her father's absence. Let's start the story backwards, stepping off the porch. Weapon in my shorts, life expected to be short. Mom and pop's tripping, they stressing the divorce. She stressing to the courts cause she never gets support. Me on the other hand, I had other plans. Running with my mans, we was cutting up grams. Came off the port, so I really understand. I started off first, so I had the upper hand. Let's go. I'm from a place where they don't respect love. Cause they only love money, sex, drugs. New gloves, new gun, fresh slugs. It's big and black with a drum quest love. I made a vow not to rob my next plug. Long as my next plug got the best drugs. Cause niggas only love money, sex, drugs. Money, sex, drugs, money, sex, drugs. Yeah. She bought me a wallet and got my initials in it. I bought her the purse to match, got my pistol in it. I did some business with some niggas that'll get you finished. Official killers, been on robberies with gorillas. We selling organs, it's more if it's a nigga. So you might get delivered with a missing liver. We vacate mid-December and rented villas. If I don't call back home, I might forget it's winter. Niggas want you to be miserable with them. Mad you ain't broke in the living room with them. That's why I'm always strapped on my interview, nigga. Now just shoot the shooter, shoot the nigga who sent him. I gotta have it my way, so I go chase every day after my cake. Let my bitch trap with me when it's Valentine's Day. Everything real, just my alibi fake. Let's go. I'm from a place where they don't respect love. Cause they only love money, sex, drugs. New gloves, new gun, fresh slugs. It's big and black with a drum quest love. I made a vow not to rob my next plug. Long as my next plug got the best drugs. Cause niggas only love money, sex, drugs. Money, sex, drugs, money, sex, drugs.
38 laws, 48 laws of powder. What y'all know about my man 38 Special, man? You know what I'm talking about? L, you in the building?
Yes, sir. I'm in the building. What's good, brother?
It seems like the volume ain't up or something.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you, but it's not like loud.
All right, here, I'm going to turn this mic up.
Like I said, we can hear you. This ain't like loud. Like I'm pretty sure it's not how loud I am. We close this bell window, but goddamn wind going great.
Sound better now?
Yeah.
All All right.
Yeah. What up? Y'all already know, man, what it is, man, what it ain't, man. You know, tone back. Y'all know what it is, man. Friday night E.N.E. Friday night wrap up with my brother King L's in the building. You know what I'm talking about? We got my man Glister Guarantee in the building, Uncle Diggity in the building, Kim that out. My man Vernon 85, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else, we got my man Glister Guarantee coming up on the panel to tap in with us. What's good with it, man?
What's good, brothers? You know what I'm saying? I gotta make my little stop by every Fridays for the wrap up.
Yeah, you already know how we do it, man. It's every Friday, man. We do the E.N.E. Friday night wrap up. You know what I'm talking about? What we talk about this week's trending topics, current events, while we're listening to some E.N.E. tracks. You know what I'm saying? I was waiting for L to come up, and I just was going to listen to let y'all hear them joints right there. But, for the rest of the night, it's straight E.N.E. You know what I'm talking about? Now that we got all E.N.E. in the building, it's only right. You know what I'm talking about? So, L, what's good?
Shit, we all the way live. What's good with you, bro?
Oh, you already know, man. I'm feeling great, feeling good. You know what I'm talking about, man? It's a beautiful thing, even though it's a rainy day, man. It's still good. You know what I mean? But when it rains, niggas get wet.
Stay dry.
You got to make sure you stay dry, nigga.
Yeah.
Rest in the essence to my nigga Bill Max, man. You know what I'm talking about? When it rains, niggas get wet. You know what I'm talking about?
I was watching that. And what's the other joint with my shit where he was telling the story why he was dead? Never Die Alone. I was just
Never Die Alone.
Yeah, I just watched both of those the other night. Like I just kind of ran them back one after another. Watch Belly, and I don't know. I just had it in me, so it's crazy you even said that because
everything links up, everything syncs up, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, rest in peace to my man. DMX.
Mr. Guarantee, what's good with you down there in that cock, man? That North Cackalack. What's going on,
man? What's up
down there, bro? It's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? We got this little. I guess everybody catching a little bit of this rain bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But weather great. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be nice back tomorrow and shit. So everything cooler. But
That's what's up, man. We're gonna dive right into this first one, man, because this is crazy right here, man. You know what I'm talking about? This story right here is crazy, man. It's absolutely insane, man. You know what I'm talking about? It's absolutely insane. I wonder if any of y'all heard about this. If y'all really tapped in with y'all guy, you know what I'm saying, y'all support, y'all probably have. You feel me? But just in case you didn't, we about to put you up on game right now. You hear me? Podcast. Y'all know about this right here, man. This is your homeboy verse. That's what facts content. I wonder how many of y'all are familiar with this story. Yeah. What up? It's the man about town, Virgil, aka Stacks with the Facts. And y'all know y'all tuned in to another episode. Now hold on real quick. Let me pause it for y'all real quick, right? Situation. First thing, set the tone the right way. You know what I mean? I'm gonna set the tone the right way, and then we're gonna get back to the video. All right. I'm gonna set it the right way for y'all real quick, man. All right, let me pull this up on the screen real quick. We got my man Glister Guarantee in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, so y'all see it on the screen, right? Look on the screen. Y'all see this right here? With this crazy looking white dude is that? Do y'all see that? I said, do y'all see that?
Yeah, I see that. You talking about that white woman?
Yeah, the white boy right here, the white crazy looking white dude right here.
Oh, that's a dude.
Yeah, oh, you thought it was a woman?
Man.
You thought it was a broad, man?
Talking about on the left
Old
next
ass white bro.
to the Amazon
I'm talking
packages.
about right here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just do this for y'all. This one I'm gonna really do right here. This one I'm gonna do.
The one that says they're coming for our children.
Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all something different though, real quick, right?
Okay, I thought that was it. Yeah, I thought that was like
I'm gonna show y'all something different though, right? Tap in. Show y'all
Okay.
something different. This guy, right, out of Florida, out of Ocala, Florida, right? They ran up in his crib. You know what I'm talking about? After tracking his IP address because it was triggering their modems and stuff, right? This guy was found with over 2,600 pounds of child pornographic material in his home. Y'all heard about this?
Nah.
I have not
I don't remember what this guy's name is, man. Paul Zittel of Ocala, Florida.
Child, what's
72. This dude is 72. He looks way older than 72. This guy, a 72-year-old man arrested for having 2,600 pounds of child pornography. He's out of Ocala, Florida, Marion County, Florida. Investigators in Central Florida arrested a man who they said had more than a ton of child pornography-related material at his home. The Marion County Sheriff's Office arrested 72-year-old Paul Zittel on 25 counts of possession of child pornography last week. Investigators say that they received information about multiple files being uploaded to the internet from an IP address assigned to Zittel. Detectives used a search warrant at his home. Authorities found numerous printed photographs of child sexual abuse material arranged in large stacks and boxes in Zittel's bedroom and office. A printer on his desk showed signs of heavy use. The sheriff's office said Zittel's roommates never allowed them in his bedroom and office without an escort. Investigators removed all the items from the home, which altogether weighed about 2,600 pounds. Zittel is now in the Marion County Jail on a $250,000 bond.
so they was weighing this shit? I don't get what pounds has to do with whatever. Never mind. Maybe I'm asking the wrong question.
It has to do with the amount of child pornography he has amassed over a period of time, clearly.
What the fuck was it? Is what I guess I should be asking. What was it that like
child pornography images? You know, we could sit up here and speculate on. I mean, but it's child pornography images. I mean, pretty sure he had DVDs, CDs, DVDs. He had images, like maybe digital images, maybe pictures, stuff he downloaded on the internet.
I'm just trying to understand with 26 pounds of child pornography or whatever. I mean, this ain't even my area, but I'm like, I don't know what the fuck 26 pounds of child pornography. Like they showing Amazon boxes. Like, what the fuck was it? What was it? Like, I guess it doesn't just say anything like what it was.
Child pornography. I mean, they didn't get into the details of exactly what the images were and the stuff was, but I'm talking about. I could just imagine it's like maybe illegal pornos, you know, stuff that you get off the black market, the dark web. I'm talking about like pornographic images. You know what I'm saying? Maybe pornographic. Huh?
Just think about it. When they say a ton, DVDs or even tapes, we know how hollow and empty that is. Like, you know how much. Like that would pretty much fill up the whole fucking house, I would think. Like 26, like them things, it would take like
not really, L. And I only know this because looking at the picture, You got. I think that I look at it like, picture you working at a job where you drive like a forklift and you like got packages and shit like that. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
A ton
Like
of
papers and like DVDs, like cases, like it could be old video, like VHS type shit. I mean, it could be all type of shit in there, and that shit add up. Like you think about it, bro. You get a pack of paper for like a printer at the job. You know what I'm saying? You open that pack of paper up, that's 50 pounds right there.
I would say like I can understand the paper.
Bro, that's a lot of shit right there, though, man.
Yeah, I mean that's a bunch of shit, man.
Yeah,
I
That
mean,
shit look like that shit weigh a ton, goddamn it.
now
yeah.
I'm looking at that and I'm like, what the fuck is in all them? Like if that's paper. If he was printing out images, that's some crazy shit.
That's what he was doing.
Probably what he was doing. Yeah, he was
Exactly
probably
what he was doing, L.
probably going on people's pages and shit, seeing like kids like in the pool and shit. Probably like all type of crazy shit, man.
If that's
Like I said, you can't forget though, man. It's also the dark web, man, where you could just you could get all type of crazy shit for this shit. Yeah, don't it though? That's what I was saying, bro. If I look at this dude's face, man.
so
This dude,
yeah, that's wild.
wow.
If those
He looks
boxes,
like Darth Sidious or some shit, man.
if that was 26 pounds of paper, that is fucking.
No, 2,600, L. 2,600.
Yeah, that's what I meant. 2,600. My fault. 2,600 pounds of
Yeah,
paper. That's a lot.
Over a ton.
Yeah, that's nuts. To live in a house with roommates and motherfuckers ain't nobody ever like stumbled across like the box. Like, yo, what's in that box? Like, you got all these boxes in your room. What the fuck? And that's a lot of boxes. What kind of fucking room is he staying in? Like, what kind of living arrangement where he had roommates and he had this many boxes of child pictures and nobody noticed that shit? Maybe those are questions I would ask, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, those are questions you would ask, but the fact that you ask those questions, I mean, it's right here in your face. Like,
I mean, but that's not what the question I'm at. I'm kind of focusing now on the people that was in the house too.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure as more information comes out about this, though, all of that will come out. But look at this guy, though.
Yeah, I mean,
look at his face. It says he's 72. He looks a lot older than 72.
Yeah, I mean that's some wild shit, man. That's some white people shit. I mean, my fault. I ain't even gonna put no.
You look like he pushing.
No, it is some white people. I mean, you can say that though. I mean, it's a lot of black people that are Satanists too. But it's a lot of black people that are Satanists. Contrary to y'all don't know, but what it is that it's a lot way more white people are Satanists than black people. That's a fact. That is a fact.
But it could happen to any race. I gotta.
Yeah, it could though, but it's more likely to happen amongst white people because there's more of them and they are practicing more in Satanism and Luciferianism. That's a fact. That's a fact. There's no group of black people that is publicly known to meet out in the woods in California and make sacrifices to big tall owl statues. There's no group of black people doing that we know of. So, some things can be said and that there actually has some validity to them. So, you know what I mean? All the way right. But I just wanted to show y'all this because you know what I'm saying, it's crazy, man. It's absolutely insane, right? Yeah. Y'all can't even believe that, right? Like, wow, like 2,600 pounds on there. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, these motherfuckers be sick, man. I feel like when I talk about justice, them is the guys I talk about heavy justice towards. Because he's a threat to society. Because I'm pretty sure his next step was probably trying to kidnap a kid or some shit.
It happened last Thursday. Paul Zittel. Paul Zittel, 76, 72 years old, dude. He looked way older than that. This is the thumbnail. This guy, upon being investigated, tracked by his IP, Internet Protocol address, and this guy out of Ocala, Florida, of all places. Y'all know Ocala is where the black people who were the indigenous people of that land, how they cultivated oranges and created a market around the citrus industry. That's another topic for another day. Shout out to my brother Red. He always be speaking on that too. Shout But out to this Red because he guy, do be talking about that a Paul lot Zittles, too. out of Ocala, Florida, got found with over 2,600 pounds of printed child pornography images and materials. Like y'all see in the thumbnail. They're coming for our kids in so many ways. I'm going to keep nailing this home, and I'm going to keep speaking on it, and I'm never going to let up. Now, this guy looks way older than 72 or 76, whichever one it is. He looks way older than that. And this is very disturbing for lots of reasons because most areas like Ocala and Florida are like, elderly people stay in these areas, you know what I mean? So, somebody really wouldn't expect or suspect that this guy is involved with what he's being discovered to have been involved with. Let me just say this. I know people be like, well, if they're just getting, and see, this is where it starts. This is where it starts. I want to break this down real quick for y'all, and I want y'all to be able to use your over, inner, outer understanding to connect the dots on seemingly unrelated people, places, events, situations. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so we got this guy, Paul Zittles. I'm going to look into who this guy is because that's a huge amount of porn to have amassed over a period of time, I would imagine. And some just don't seem right about this story. I'm almost going to say it's way, way more deeper than what they're telling us, and I'm pretty sure it is. But what I'm saying is, this is the things that are going to lead to legislation like lowering the consent age. This is going to lead to legislation concerning things like, trans ageism. Y'all heard of trans ageism? Another topic for another day. And I just want y'all to be able to use y'all's over and out of understanding and see how stuff like this can lead possibly potentially to this type of legislation, which we have seen on many states, ballots or in the talks of making it legal, legalizing pedophilia and all of that stuff. Now, what y'all know about that? And that's a question. I'm asking y'all, what y'all know about that? I'm assuming the silence and no responses, y'all don't know nothing.
That's
and
right.
actually some states that have talks about and actually putting together legislation that's legalizing pedophilia. Are y'all aware of this? Some of y'all probably live in some of these states and don't even know it. Huh? Y'all know they talking about lowering the consent age to as young as 6 in some states.
I've heard
Are y'all
something
aware
about
of that?
somewhere. I have heard that.
It's definitely going to California out here, and they tried it in Ohio, but they shut that down. But most Democratic states have this legislation or talks of thereof going on in their states right now. Illinois, California, New York. You dig? So what y'all think about that, man?
That's a crazy situation.
Ain't that some ill shit, too, man?
Yeah. I mean,
Ain't that ill?
they ain't protecting the kids, and I think that's the worst part about it. We all supposed to be about at least protecting the kids' innocence and how you bring your kids up in the world and trying to give them a good understanding. And right now, I think society's making it way too confusing for kids to even and they try to say, oh, it's to help kids, like they should be able to make their own decisions. But I think we do expose them to a lot of things before they're able to form their true ways of thinking and true ways of logical thinking. And people may not think that we're forcing things on them, but we really are. Like, we didn't have a lot of these, and I ain't saying it's the choice, but I'm saying it wasn't so much in our faces as it is now. And it does shape kids' way of thinking.
Right.
And then when you have the predator mindset, where at least we was protecting them from that part, now we got the whole thing with the transgender and this battle that's going on with that is really putting kids at a disadvantage, because now we got kids that go through this transition when they're in their teens and then they come out to being an adult. And it's one case that was happening where a lady is now suing the doctor or the guy. I forget if it was a lady or a guy, whatever whatever it is, but they're now suing the doctor because they said that they went through that treatment under a time where they was going through depression.
Right.
So now, I think with this case of somebody coming back and saying, hey, even though y'all did the psych evaluations, y'all missed something huge.
Right.
Made that decision wrong, and now they're in a real lawsuit and battle with that. And I think it's going to be something like that where people start having these cases where kids come back after because they're doing it to kids where they're teenagers and giving them these hormone pills and changing their shit up. And it's going to take for some of these kids to get into their 20s and then be like, hey, man, like, y'all got to change me back, and they can't change you back.
Listen, L. And that's crazy that you brought that up, bro. Shout out to Brownie, man. Shout out to my man when I had Brownie on the show. Y'all remember when I had Brownie Ellie on the show?
Yeah, I know, bro. I know.
Take that as a no.
I know.
I'm gonna take that as a no. Anyway, I had Brownie on the show, right? Brownie, not too long ago, she did a show on that. I think I'm gonna have to retouch that, man. Don't y'all know that's an actual thing? Detransitioning? Huh?
Ooh.
Are y'all aware of this? L Glitz, y'all there?
I mean, I would say I've never, I'm not.
That's the question, man. The response will be yes or no. Have you heard of detransitioning?
I don't know, bro. Yeah, I never heard of that shit because I don't be into that shit like that.
It's an actual thing. I'm just saying. I had my girl Brownie. I had my girl Brownie on the show the other day, right? Not too long ago, and she had a stream talking about detransitioning. It's people. What you touching on, L, is people right now. It ain't going on. It's going on right now. It's people talking about the regrets of them going through the surgery and the girls turning back into girls who thought they was boys and boys who thought they was girls turning back into boys. This actual thing is called detransitioning.
Yeah.
Look into y'all. Look into it. Next week we'll get into it on the show. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it because this is an actual thing that's going on, y'all.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's wild, right? I mean, they.
What are they transition? Well, I guess that's wild.
The devil's a goddamn liar, man. Hey, we need some music, man. I'm feeling musical tonight, man. Hit us with some music, L, man.
We gonna get
no, hold on, Glitch. No, Glitch. No, you hit us with some music, nigga.
Oh.
I know you got some exclusive stuff over there, man.
Oh, I ain't got nothing exclusive.
This nigga Glitch, man.
I don't. I don't.
All right, L, go ahead, man. This nigga Glitch, man. Go ahead, L.
I got everything y'all got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey,
you do, nigga.
Hey, we ain't doing this tonight.
Doing what?
Hey, you know what, Stacks? I feel like this. You should have some shit too.
I do. But like Glitch said, I probably got the same stuff. Y'all the niggas that got the exclusive stuff. I don't have no exclusive stuff.
So when you gonna come over here so we can make some exclusive stuff?
We're gonna get it popping here in a second, man. I told you I got 2 songs done, man, to some beats that talks to me, man. I want to get a couple together because I want to put a demo together like how you did on that Zoom that one day when you let everybody to the tracks and all that stuff.
We're gonna make it happen. I'm there for you anytime you need.
Yeah, I'm talking about to go in, man. This Build or Destroy about to be fire, man. I don't even think y'all ready for this Build or Destroy, man. The features I'm gonna have on it, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't gonna have too many features on it either.
We'll make it happen.
I'm gonna have probably maybe 2 features.
Top down, and that's the days of it. My baby got it, the baby's got it. So I hustle with my top down and my roof off. This is all that the bitches are ballin'. With my top down and my roof off. This is all that the bitches are ballin'. Let me play my request, freedom of my speech. 10 different hustles, play them right, and you'll be out of reach. Hard press, I confess, my grind rose above the week. 12 great fits, new J's, damn near every week. Now I switch to customized whips with the newest sneaks. Top floor, getting top dog by the truest streets. New religion, money getting, trying to dodge the fucking system. Hard to believe my niggas came from cotton picking, but I love my niggas. I mean all of y'all, even the ones that's out there praying for my downfall. 2 fingers up, I pass by, keep me on my toes. Delete my woes, New Year's toasted with all of my bros. Niggas try to come to the store for candy, shit is closed. I ain't nowhere near my feet, nigga, here we go. Spaceship flow, how I think you a plane, nigga. Y'all some saying booey rappers, no game niggas. Top down, and that's the days up in the street. My baby's out of here, the baby's out of here. So I hustle with my top down and my roof off. This is all that the bitches are ballin'. With my top down and my roof off. This is all that the bitches are ballin'. At times I feel I'm living life just like a savage. Long dread jury, but I'm nothing like the average. I'm strictly about the cabbage, trying to live lavish. Rock the latest fashions and Benz S classes. Plus with thick ashes, chicks with fat asses. No point to run the race when I know you won't pass this. I'm like a young Cassius, I won't take a loss. I got bitches who will set you up and skate with your boss. See you safe like a ball if you fuck with my crew. Cause we all got license to carry them tools. And the niggas that we good with, y'all scared of them dudes. And the hoes that you're losing, we share with the crew. I'm daring you to bring it near if you want. Stories of it getting hit. The type to get pussy and disappear in the cut. I'm the type to get focused on getting grands every month. Top down, and that's the days up in the street. My baby's out of here, the baby's out of here. So I hustle with my top down and my roof off.
XL Pro, what it do, man?
Put my top down and my roof off. I need bread for green color ash, this peanut butter selling, stack a bundle to the cellar from 100 to 1,000,000. Fucker, I own a structure, you a tenant in the building. Lord of the land, valley of the beast, riding sword in my hand. I should not fear evil, I will leave you where you stand. Blueprint in my paper, got billions in the plans. Pillars of marble floors, cathedral cellars in the plans. No need for selling fans. Getting my bucks up, trucked up in that Cayenne. Life is but a dream. Emotion pictures, just minus the frames and the screens. Lost inside of the party life, never minding the harder times. Erasing out that part of life like it's never been part of life. The pain that I seen in my rear view. I got a clear view. I'm nowhere near you. That's why I'm riding through the city. Yeah, I'm riding through the city with my top down and my roof off. So from that the bitches are calling. Top down in my roof off. So from that the bitches are calling.
GMG is so musical.
You already know what it is. E.N.E all motherfucking day, every day.
No days off, man.
Classic.
I mean, we playing
Top down. That nigga Jaw Boy likes that hook, man. That shit was sounding groovy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, we playing throwbacks tonight, y'all.
That shit was groovy.
Yeah, we digging into the crates tonight, y'all. Y'all gonna get some throwbacks tonight.
You got to get your sound together over there, though. Hell, man, I don't know what's going on with your audio.
I thought that was I mean, shit, the shit loud as fuck on my side. I don't know why.
You gotta take into mind how that sound online though, brother.
I don't know
how it's all good though. It's all good. It's all good.
We're gonna get to a speaker.
We're gonna get to that story. We're gonna get to the next story. It's all good. It's all good. We're gonna get to the next story. I'm talking about this next story right here is wild. This is wild. This is crazy. Listen to this. Fuck, nigga, man, I don't even want to play this. I'm gonna see if I can get it on. I'm gonna play it on my phone because I don't want to have to share the what's the name on my computer. I just want the audio. We don't need all that extra shit. This whole ass nigga. All right, whole ass nigga. Damn, this nigga's a bitch, man.
You made me a better human, just simply by being who you were born to be, a baby girl.
D-Wade up there.
Let's stop right there, right? Dwayne Wade, you's a bitch, right?
I just, you know what? I was just thinking, not to cut you off, but I was just thinking today, like, I don't be hearing shit about D-Wade no more, and I be seeing him doing a lot of shit out in the little public, and I'm like, what, like, ain't nobody gonna say nothing about, bro? I was just thinking this earlier today.
Dwayne Wade, you's a bitch, man.
It's some weird shit, and it's fucked up because that was my favorite player. And I ain't gonna lie, seeing this shit, it's a little different here. I heard about this shit. I didn't dig into it, but I didn't hear great things from what was going on this joint.
This nigga's a bitch, man.
I think I know what you gotta play that speech. Yeah, man. This shit is different, man. It's a little
Dwayne
different.
Wade, man, you's a bitch, man. Just flat out, man. You don't even know either way to like sugarcoat. No, just flat out, you's a bitch.
Yeah, I ain't down. Hey, I say I ain't even want to tell.
Let's continue listening though.
They're looking like a wounded dog. This video is brought to you by
Tatum. Demonic, man.
And mainly is brought to you by
Shout out to this brother,
Anti-Groomer
the
Social
officer.
Club with the shirt. Get your shirt
the hell his
today.
name is.
Not my kid is the discount code. Get
The
20%
officer.
off the entire store.
Shout out to this brother.
As many people as possible
in Nigeria
to have this shirt, wear this shirt, and show that we sick of y'all grooming these kids. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Facts.
If you running around doing what D-Wade about to do, and I'm about to show it to you. So go to links
Live from the pit of hell, man.
22% off the entire store. Like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. D-Wade. Bruh. I don't understand how this dude went this way. I mean, Gabrielle Union must got that to make a man go stupid like this. How you gonna do your boy like this? Now, don't listen to me, because this is my first time seeing this clip. And
we got my brother, whatever, man, in the building. What's good with you, man?
And I'm gonna give my 2 cents about it. Listen to what Dwayne Wade says at the beginning of this video.
This nigga's a bitch, man.
Listen to toxic Mary and her trying to give a speech. She's an actor, y'all. This ain't real. She acting.
None of this shit is real.
Don't listen to me. Roll the clip.
Zaya, you've made me a better human, just simply by being who you were born to be, a baby girl.
That's what I just said. Stop it right there, right? Let's just stop right there, right? If you give birth, it's sad that we even fucking gotta have this conversation. It pisses me off, man. I really don't get in my feelings, but this pisses me off to high heaven because this is just like blatant fuckery and mockery of all things that's right and exact. Dwayne Wade had a son with his wife prior to meeting this witch of a bitch, Gabrielle Union, right? They named their son Zion. He's a boy. He had a dick and balls, right? And to my knowledge, he still has that, right? But for some reason, he get with this witch bitch, and now all of a sudden, the little boy when Zion want to be Zion or Zaya.
Yeah, there's some different shit right here.
This your man's and them Dwayne Wade, man, your NBA nigga, man.
Hey, it's my. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Rob will vouch for this. Like that's my nigga as far as the basketball court. Now, we had this conversation before. As far as sports, and I always say this on this show, with the sports, you gotta separate the player from the person.
No, I say
No,
absolutely
I
not.
do. Because I watch sports. No, me
Absolutely
personally,
not.
I'm gonna tell you the way that I look at sports. I watch these cats on the basketball court. With these cats, just like an artist that you might listen to in rap, you might hear some questionable shit about the niggas that you listening to in rap. And I'm sorry, you cannot tell me that there's nobody that you listen to that there is not some questionable shit that has been said on some type of rapper, singer, or something. There's nobody, none of us are exempt from that. So we all, in some way, from some type of art form, whether it's sports, music, whatever, movies, whatever we still watch those visualizations. We'll still watch the videos on YouTube, whatever. And that is support in some way, shape, form, or fashion, right? So we do support the shit, whether we do it by accident or subconsciously. At the end of the day, there is, like I said, a separation that you have to do between the art and the artiste. You have
Yeah, I think what you saying, L, is coming from a athlete's perspective because you played sports growing
yeah,
up
because
and
I played the
not,
sport. Yeah,
you know what
I,
I'm saying? So it's gonna be different for somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, that's not really into sports like that.
It
You know
ain't
what
even
I'm saying?
really got nothing to
So
do with playing the actual sport. I mean, I see what you're saying as far as like him being an athlete and
nah, because being in that locker room,
listen here, not taking away from nothing he's accomplished or did as an athlete, never could do that. But this is, you know what I'm saying? Where I say when you do got to separate because I'm not saying him being an athlete, right? Is good and all though, but you know what I mean. Him
sir,
actually being involved with something like this, you know what I'm saying?
oh yeah, this is crazy. Yeah,
This
this
is what I'm
is
saying. Him being an athlete, using that as what is makes him popular and gives him a voice, and the even reason why people even look at him, listen to him, or even take anything he would say serious is very dangerous, right? Because I know exactly what L is saying, and I agree. I know how to separate the artist from the man, the athlete from the actual person. You know what I'm saying? Him accomplishing everything he accomplished. That don't him, but him on the outside.
because
Nothing
wait,
he nothing involved with his son is going to affect as far as like his actual the facts of his stats and what he contribute to the no.
nah,
Right?
but what's
He don't
fucked
even
up?
play. Hold on, with this guy, he don't even play anymore. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
and that's what's fucked up because Wade's story is actually a dope ass story.
Man, fuck that nigga
Now,
story
now,
now.
no, no, you can't say that, bro. I'm
Yeah, we
sorry.
can.
No, you
His
can't.
story
No,
is
you can't.
poppycock up until this point.
No. I look. I'm sorry. I'm not a nigga that I don't erase
That
niggas.
nigga story
Sorry,
don't mean nothing, nigga.
sorry. I don't erase niggas and with the work they put in. Now,
He put in all that work to have a son and allowing and be promoting this shit.
now this is some different shit. Now,
All the work was for null and void.
at
It's
this point,
meaningless at this point. It's like the nigga who put all the work in on the street and go to joint, then you start messing with boys. Nigga, all that means nothing.
but
It's a wrap.
no,
It's over with. All the
no,
work
you
you
can't.
put
I
in,
can't do
all
that.
whatever you did is over with.
I'm not a nigga that erases stats, bro. I can't do that because
That's to each his own.
because niggas can falsely niggas can falsely erase stats just off of shit that they don't understand.
The
And
stats, I'm saying here, the stats is still
whole,
there. This is what I'm saying when it comes to
no,
D-Wade.
that's a whole that's a whole different podcast we could do.
That's not even a whole different podcast. When it comes to D-Wade, he's been great in basketball. He got championships under his belt. He's been a great player, contributed to all that stuff and whatever.
When you talk about his story from you gotta think about
even his story from a child, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the situation may be. All of that stuff, all this alleged work he put in to become this great athlete and successful himself. He did all that to culminate to what he's doing now.
And that's fucked up. I will say
so that. Listen. So stop right there, right? So all of that, right, to culminate to what's going on now, everything before is null and void. Pointless.
But the thing nowadays is with all of these cats, like there's really no celebrity right now that's going to say anything to negate any positivity towards the LGBTQ community. It's very rare that anybody will, outside of Dave Chappelle, that actually can get away with it. Anybody that says anything gets crucified, they'll lose a lot of money. We see what happened to the baby. You know what I mean? That nigga's done.
Well, that's only because these lame ass niggas be bowing down and acquiescing to that lame ass shit.
I mean, anybody that does it, it's a very fine line. And if you do it, it does tarnish and it will take you up out of there quick. And like, I'm not saying unfortunately, because like I said, that the whole thing we got to think about is when you got all these big sponsorships, these guys, I think they think.
Go ahead, L.
And I don't see it. You know, when I'm thinking about it from my view, I'm just thinking about it from how I see it. You know, and I see with him, I know that's got to be a tough situation too, even for him to even hear that shit. Like, you got to think, like, even for him to even go through that shit had to be, I think it was tough for him. I don't think he just took that shit in stride, bro. I think it was some shit behind closed. We don't know a nigga struggle behind even hearing the shit. Now, what I will say, are they now using it as a platform and kind of pushing it a little farther? Yeah, I agree with that. But I don't think that the nigga initially, when he even heard that this shit was something that was going to be happening, I mean, because in the he talked about it in the interview before when he initially heard, and it took him like a year to get through that shit, and they had to go to counseling and all that shit. He didn't just swallow that shit and just was like, oh, you want to be a girl and just kind of just take that shit. You gotta think, this is a nigga from the hood, bro. Now, like I said, we also, you know, of course, these motherfuckers are rich. It's different kind of pain, different kind of struggle, different kind of problems that they deal with. More apt to seeing this shit than we are, because yeah, in Columbus we see this shit because Columbus is, you know, you in Columbus, Cali, New York, any big city, you're gonna see this shit abundantly. Atlanta, Chicago, like it's a huge scene and it's big everywhere, really. Yeah, you know
Brownie, what's up, baby? I done tore Brownie up.
Oh yeah,
what's up with you, Brownie?
Brownie in the building, yeah.
Yeah, hey, Uncle Diggity, there's no way to spin the bag. He blew it.
Nah.
All that stuff, listen, all that stuff
It ain't even
story, hold on. His story, fuck that nigga's story, man. All that shit he went through, all the so-called shit he went through, I'm not thinking it's genuine at this point if this is what he culminated to do with his kids. Look what he's doing. This is demonic.
I can't say that, though. I can't say that.
I just said I am.
I will say that niggas do fuck up and make different decisions as they get later in life and shit go, you know what I mean? Niggas make different decisions because, like you said, different opportunities present themselves. But I think it's fucked up to just negate a nigga's life because a nigga do some shit that you don't agree with. To negate a nigga's real story, like the real
that nigga's real. That nigga's story. Probably, how do you know his story is real? This one thing. I got a question if his story is real now.
Because the nigga, he wasn't the nigga that was even looked at in high school.
I got a question if D Wade's story is as genuine now. It might be contrived now.
Nah, D Wade wasn't like LeBron, bro. That nigga wasn't the nigga that was mentioned to even be the nigga he was.
That doesn't matter.
That nigga just
hold on. Yeah.
I understand the difference.
Let me say what I'm about to say real quick. Now, because I brought you up, Brian, because you did that show when you was talking about goddamn it, you was talking about that fucking detransitioning. Right? Remember you did the show when you showing stuff about detransitioning? I think I might have to touch on that one time, man, because we was sitting here discussing and it was brought up. L had brought it up inadvertently. And I was like, damn, hold on, Brownie was talking about that. You know what I'm saying? About motherfuckers who then decided to be a part of the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda and then regretted that stuff after surgery and goddamn it chemical induction in their body. You know what I'm talking about, man, they regretted it and they want to go back. And I said, damn, hold on, Brownie did a show on that detransitioning. And niggas are like, huh? Well, I never heard of that. Yeah, that's a thing. That's an actual thing. Detransitioning.
I mean, that makes perfect sense. The name actually sounds perfect. But nah, but like even like Rob understand what I'm talking about. Like
now, I understand what you talk about too.
He didn't have a rate. Like I could understand if you said the shit like about a nigga like LeBron or a nigga even like Carmelo, but a nigga like Wade wasn't even thought of to be anywhere what he was. Like Rob could vouch for like that. Like when we talk about the sports side of it, his platform wasn't made to be as big as it ended up being.
Right.
Some niggas I could see that aspired to get like they might have broke the mold in the matrix, as you would say, and they could be compromised, whatever it may be down the line. But some niggas I don't feel like was always in that line to be where they was at. And like I said, his story was a little different than all of them. Like he had a similar story to LeBron, you know, his mom's a crackhead, all that shit. In Chicago, it was just a little different. You know what I mean? These niggas do come up in ill situations. But you know what I mean? I get what you're saying on the other side about niggas becoming compromised later in life, but it's hard for me to negate a nigga's life prior to being compromised and just say whatever that may be, because in that case, I mean, you really write off every leader that America has had if that's the case. If we really want to get deep, well, it's
not necessarily,
not every leader, but I would say 80% of them we're gonna write off if you go by that.
That could be argued, but the thing here with Wade is what I'm saying is whatever his story is, like I said, if it culminated to him doing this, right, I have to question the validity of his story. That's what I'm saying.
No, I can say he'd be compromised later in life because he got to a platform.
He might have been groomed to do this himself. What happened in his childhood? Who is his mom? Who is his dad? Who are they connected to? What did they do? Yeah.
Street motherfuckers.
You know what I'm saying?
But at the end of the day, I think the agenda now is more played out in the public eye. And if you do have a situation like this, of course, somebody like Wade is going to be more of a bigger platform because he's an NBA champion 3 times over. He's a well-liked person in the NBA and the world, period. Like he never really had any scandals or anything pop up in his career outside of the he did have a baby outside of his marriage. I will say that. He did have a baby. That was the one little scandal he had. But you know what I mean? They broke up and he just kind of had like a kind of cookie cutter image after that. You know, he was a family, single dad, had custody of his boys. You know, that was the story. I guess if you want to look at that Verge and kind of say that was some kind of thing, but he had custody of his kids. Like that was the kind of dude he was. He was an NBA player that had custody of his 2 sons. So I mean, you could say all them stories, I guess, was kind of made up, but I don't know. It's hard for me to question somebody's when he doing all that. But
well, I'm just saying you gotta think about it. Like this is just something I like to put
somebody really those dots to make you think differently.
This is something that I like to put into y'all's psyche, though, right? Question everything, man. You hear me? And when I say question everything, I mean literally every blood clot team, man. Don't y'all know that these people? Y'all ever seen the movie The Truman Show?
I just love to respect dudes that I see.
Have y'all ever seen the movie The Truman Show?
You know, that's
what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. People, especially when they get brought to certain levels of esteem and notoriety to the point where they're a celebrity, whatever field it may be, and it don't even matter, right? I want y'all to understand that what I come to understand about this reality is nothing happens by accident or happenstance. Everything in this reality is planned to the T. You hear me? And when I just walk with me when I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm just saying we gotta question everything, man.
No, it's God's plan. You know,
we gotta question everything though, especially when it comes to stuff like this though, because this nigga D Wade went through all the struggles he went through, right? And of course, people can be compromised later in life though, but I'm not so naive to think that stuff don't happen before. Like I said, if I start looking into people's family is and who they connected to, you start seeing this stuff goes way back. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying this is the case with D Wade. I'm saying it's a possibility. All right. But nonetheless, though, I mean, he had an awesome career, but for it to culminate to this, is like it's pointless at this point.
I wouldn't say it's pointless. I just feel like he just trying to stand behind his kid, and it's man, it's confusing, bro. Like
I feel what
nowadays it's confusing, bro. Like if a kid come to you and tell you that they are what they are, if they like it is different, bro. Like we are in a different time, and we even know people. We know people in that community, so it's like, how do their parents feel? How did their parents cope with it? Like now I look at like Mandy. Mandy has whole comedy shows where she has her mom at the comedy show come up on stage. And I grew up with Mandy. Yeah, I've always looked at Mandy as a dude. Yeah, I mean, when I met Mandy for the first
time, baby,
we was hooping on the basketball court. I thought Mandy was a fucking nigga. Like real shit. Like I'm telling you. Like how do their parents feel? And this was back when we was kids. And the Wade was awarded custody over. He was awarded custody over his ex-wife. I don't know. He said he actually fought for that. As far as they got divorced, and he just felt like they have a better.
I gotta understand though, when it comes to certain situations, though, D Wade, he has money. He's rich. He's wealthy. He got
He said he had a for his kids to live in, and he wanted his kids with him, And we did hear about the side baby. That was a huge story because that was why they got divorced. That's why, because he was originally like a cat that was with his original high school sweetheart. You know what I mean? Through college, all that high school prom king queen.
Now we're starting to get into the area to why all that stuff he did is null and void.
Yeah, he had the side baby. He did have a side baby, and that. Then he recovered. He got the kids. He was taking care of his kids. He was an active dad. And me, I just respect good dads. Like I don't take nothing. If I see good fathers,
that's the thing, though. He's not a good dad.
I think he is, bro. I mean,
he's not going to be a good dad if he's advocating for his son to be a girl. That is demonic.
I don't think it. The thing is, it's a thin line, but between it's just different, bro. Because I know parents that has to advocate for their kids to be gay and be who they are, bro. And for me, I can't say.
I gotta stop you right now. I gotta stop.
I mean, we see it every day, bro.
I don't give a damn about what a kid think they are. If you was born with a dick in the balls, you's a boy, you's a male. That's flat out.
But we know
D-Wade is advocating for his son to be a girl, which is completely out of order and wrong and goes against everything. It's like I said, it's like, when he goes, it's like that, straight like that.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Virgil on that.
No, I don't look.
I've seen that.
Straight like that. Listen here. He is advocating. Let me come up for this real quick. So he's advocating for young people being indoctrinated by outer influences, and he's basically telling other families to accept what we all know goes against everything that's right and exact. All right.
Now,
not only that.
I don't like that.
This is out of proper order and structure. Right? It's demonic. Flat out. No. It's demonic. So everything he did in his life, whatever his story is or whatever it may be, have been, if we even know that that's actual facts, right? Up until this point, now he has a little boy named Zion that he now is allowed to call himself Zaya and basically transition into a broad right in front of our eyes.
So
he might have been a good father at one point in time, but right now he's the most worst example of a father you could think of.
Let me ask you this: how do you think of Magic Johnson as a father?
Horrible, terrible. He blew it. He failed as a father. Demonic. Listen to me, y'all. Demonic.
So if your kid comes up to you and says that they want to be gay, you think you failed as a parent? They failed as a parent?
Along the way somewhere, yes.
But why? Why does it have to be on them?
How did this demonic spirit, or okay, let me say this. Not necessarily. Okay, so let me back it
I
up.
feel like you're taking accountability out of people.
Let me back it up a little bit, L. Right?
People got to be accountable for their actions.
Okay, so like I say, let me back it up a little bit. The sins of the father visit the children, and what I mean by that is, if your child feels like they're a boy or a girl or whatever, in the cases of Michael or Magic Johnson and what we're talking about now with Dwayne Wade, that means the demonic spirit of homosexuality was already connected to you, right? And clearly Dwayne Wade has the spirit of homosexuality and molestation all over him. You feel me? I mean, you can see it in his face. Well, at least I can. So I can understand that, though. So in that case, L, you are right. It's we can't really necessarily like blame the child or say you failed as a parent, but in a way you did fail because these generational demons, we have to address them, right? And if you fail to do so, then you have failed as a parent.
But see, to me, then that brings a very vague blanket over parenthood, because then you seep into addictions and what people could just kind of just put on their parents then. And I don't like that, because I feel like people got to be accountable for their actions.
Yeah, you got to be accountable for your actions, but it's also, and it's as a parent, holding account, like I say, this nigga Dwayne Wade.
I can't blame my mom or dad because they may have been crackheads, and I may have seen that shit coming up. I never did.
Up until a point you can't blame them. When you become an adult and you're able to make your own decisions, you can't blame them. But at the same time, they're held accountable and responsible for contributing to how you turned out.
In a sense, but I have to take accountability for my actions, though.
Exactly. I like what my brother Uncle Diggity just said. Being gay is not a decision for a child's mind to make. Flat out.
Yeah, I get that, but
there's no but. No, this is on L. There's no but after that.
No, I get that. But I have an example
of in the discussion.
But how do you? But that's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to say that, and even you to say that, Virgil, because you know Mandy, and we grew up with Mandy.
Listen, let me get this. Hold on. Let me just stop right there.
How do you feel about that? Because we grew up.
This is not how. Listen. Stop. Just stop, bro. Just stop.
We're gonna have to.
It ain't got nothing to do with how I feel, right?
We're gonna have to bring Mandy on the show.
Nah, we ain't got, because Mandy ain't gonna come on here. I done asked her to come on the show. She don't want to come on, and I know why, and she know why.
I get her to come on.
Listen here, I seriously doubt if you can get Mandy to come on. If I can't get her to come on, you probably ain't gonna be able to get her to come on.
I get her to come on.
All right, we'll see.
I get her to come on.
We'll see. Anyway, let me tell y'all something out there. LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee, right? No disrespect. Facts. The spirit of homosexuality is demonic. It is not right and exact. It is completely and totally out of proper order and structure. It ain't got nothing to do with God, man, woman, child. Flat out. And you know what's crazy? Because a lot of y'all in the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda claim to be Christians or believe in God. It's crazy to me, right? It lets me know the very sick state of the contradictory reality we are actually in, right? So with that being said, right, we know that the spirit of homosexuality is a demon, literally succubus, incubus, sex magic with a K, demonic, you hear me? Evil, goes against everything the Most High sets in order, right? So when anything is involved with this spirit of homosexuality, sexual deviancy in that matter, and that, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? So y'all have to deal with that on y'all's own. It ain't for me to decide what it is. I'm gonna just tell you what it is. And it ain't me. I don't say this.
I mean, we know that's what, because we all grew up in that type household. So like, yeah, cats like us, yeah, that's what we grew up in. We understand that. Like, that's what we understand. And I get that. What I'm talking about is the way that the world, like, it's all, and it ain't even the way the world is now. It's always been this way. It's just more in your face now. It's always been this way. Let's be cognizant of this. It's always been this way. So when we look at it now, with it being like more on a large scale, now when we look at most of the world, who is owned by is mostly the LGBTQ. When you go to your cities, your developments, everything, like they literally own everything and run everything. Now, they are the most powerful entity. And that's why when these dudes get to a certain level of business and certain whatever, it's hard for them to say anything that's against it, whether they support it or not. And sometimes you are like some of these cats are forced into supporting it. Now, I'm not saying that he was forced into supporting it, because when it becomes your kid, I'm just trying to think, like, how do you move like that? Do you just not like, I feel like, as a parent, it's a difficult way to approach a situation. It's totally different when your kid comes to you and say they are who they think they are, or whether they want to be just gay or bisexual, or if they, like I said, come out to trans or whatever it may be. Like, no parent, like, we nowadays, you have to understand that can be a conversation that may come up as a parent.
But even if the conversation come up, it's an easy conversation to dispel.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's just a very easy conversation to dispel, because it's not right and exact. It's very easy to explain why it's not right and exact. Right? Now,
yeah, I mean,
people accepting why it's not right and exact is a whole different thing, though.
Yeah, because that's how we was raised. That's how we was raised. These kids are looking at things differently now.
The fact that things are different doesn't change anything.
It really doesn't, but it does.
With that being said, and with that being known, it's up to us as parents to address these things properly. And when we realize the spirit of homosexuality is on us, in us, on our bloodline, through our family, it's up to you as an adult with your responsibility to cut the fucking head off that goddamn demon. You hear me? When you are aware of it. Now, you can sit on here and let it continue to go and ignore it. That's your choice to do. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying, because I know that's how we was raised. I'm just trying to.
I don't give a damn how anybody feel about that. So here, me try to act any way, any shape or form. Anybody try to make it seem like it's okay, like it's cool, like we gotta accept it, like I have to accept it, like it's okay. No, that's completely wrong and goes against everything that's right and exact.
Nah, what we accept is different. You know what I mean? And that's the difference.
And I'm not talking about what we accept, what society says. I'm talking about what the Most High God accepts.
Yeah.
Now, and I'm gonna always say that because that's what it boils down to. You feel me? So, like I said, I'm not judging, I'm not castigating, I'm not doing none of that. I'm just saying what it is, and it's not me that said this, man. That's what the whole point. Right? Right?
But I'm just talking about,
and you understand, I'm not the originator of saying this. I'm just merely reiterating.
And you understand, but you understand what I'm talking about, like the society whole view is how.
And I'm telling you, that don't mean nothing. That's pointless. It means nothing. Who cares? So what?
It is pointless to the way that we was raised. Yeah, the way that we was raised.
It's pointless to the way we was raised. It's pointless to. It's pointless to what's right and exact.
I mean, yeah, that's the way that I look at it. But at the same time, I do see the way that things are now, and it is the way the whole society views it is totally different than the way we was raised.
Be killing me, man. It always be the people talk about some God being God. God ain't gonna bless you, man. If you're out here licking on girl coochie and you a girl, God ain't gonna bless you.
And that shit be going on like crazy. That's what I'm talking about, though.
Oh, God goes, no, he's not. He's definitely not.
They be out here, man. Hey, man, it's a different world.
It's a different world. Oh, y'all about to play some music, man. I had a song for y'all, man. I'm about to play it right now. Tone back. Let's go. E.N.E Friday. Smash that like button. Click on the bell. Subscribe to the page. Share social engineer. Talking about, man. E.N.E Fridays. I got my man King L's in the building. My man Glitz the Guarantee dropped out as he always does. He always drop out, and we don't even be noticing he be dropping out. You know what I'm talking about? Until we notice he drop out. You feel me, man? Go ahead, tap in, walk with me. About to listen to this song right here, man. You know what I'm talking about?
That's not necessary. Go Christian.
E.N.E.
Recession hit, some aggressive shit. Knows who you messing with. Take your stomach out there, what you digesting with. Sick full like I'm possessed with it. Front door, back porch, how I'm addressing it. Heard you really like my style, now you impressed with it. You was talking hella shit, now you confessing it. Sick Benjamin, I know it's some impressive shit. Prejudice, only paper with the president. My penmanship is fire at the fingertips. I'm still flawed, can't find this landing strip. E.N.E, education come with fellowship. And everything good with the pen, check the manuscripts. And our residents, skipping our internships. Watch me doctor up the flow. Check the membership. We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My view bigger still, quicker still about a drama. Give it back, fleet flicker, now you in some trauma. We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My view bigger still, quicker still about the drama. Give it back, fleet flicker, now you in some trauma. Pajama slippers and a split, I'm just getting comfy. When it come to dropping hits, I get kinda clumsy. Another show, sick flow, Mike is getting rusty. E.N.E, fan thick like a board of trustees. 3-piece, double breast with the magic cufflink. Got a rack, she not a rack, hers is kinda busty. Next move, WIMKIN, make a bow to this. Weak with no backbone, it's how you sound to me. Where you think your head, Bob, and start doubting me. Better join the movement when the crowd surrounding me. Dumbfounded beat, I think I got some room to eat. Throw some wood to the fire to increase the heat. Now you hear some trauma Dutch, Master, Guinea Farmers. 15, going great with some marijuana. Man, I know I'm the pop shit, proud of me. Calculations broke, man, they always get count on me. We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My view's bigger still, quicker still about a drama. Give it back, fleet flicker, now you in some trauma. We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My view's bigger still, quicker still about the drama. Give it back, fleet flicker, now you in some trauma.
Sick for me, I can kill them, so I'm building coffins. Fire flow, designer clothes, you know I do this often. Pick your poison, I'm a shooter, ain't no time for talking. The gas I blow is really strong, that's why I'm usually coughing. My bitch is bad and life is good, man, I don't see no problems. My swag is up, I piss them off, now that's a bladder problem. I speak the truth in every bar, just like I'm Beanie Siegel. No fuck the fakes, that shit is law, just like a paralegal. Get through your set, like them niggas with the frozen eagle. Pop off and let a couple rockets like I'm in Toledo. Don't test me ever, multiple choice, I'll leave them guessing. Slow singing, flower bringing, man, get the reference. CBS the way I keep an eye on these niggas. Cause niggas hating, that's a fact, so I just stack them niggas. Notion glitch, I promise you niggas don't want the drama. But it's up to you, you can deal with the drama.
We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My view's bigger still, quicker still about a drama.
Niggas thinking my math the problem. Ha ha. Yeah. E.N.E. Let's go.
Yeah. You already know that's my man Sick.
Hey yo.
My brother Glister Guarantee, man. That's off of that Narcissus, man. You know what I'm talking about? That the sickness too. You know what I'm talking about? A
Hey, you know what?
E.N.E track right there, man.
That was a classic track to even bring some good news up. Today, I got a motherfucking promotion. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Your boy gonna be running his own account. You know what I mean? In a logistics company for BBI Logistics.
Okay.
You
Talk
know
to
what I mean? Got the big ass promotion. We almost doubling up the pay is all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? So we doing what we do over here. Hey, it's a great day. Good Friday.
That's why you over there feeling all peachy like that, huh, man?
I'm feeling fucking great. I said, because you know, I ain't been.
This nigga feeling a little. This nigga feeling a little jazzy tonight, a little bit, man.
Hey, we out here tonight, y'all. Hey, you know what I mean? Hey, I ain't been drinking throughout the week neither. Like,
right,
you know,
right.
I switched it up because I told you we on the grind. We back to the grind. You know, we in there. You know, every day, and yeah. So I had a great workout today, but at the end of the day, I had to celebrate with the drinks today. So, you know, we in the building. You already know what it is. You know, E.N.E all day, every day, no days off. Let's go. Only way to go is up, y'all.
You already know. This sick hitting me right now.
Tell his ass to come on.
I think he about to shoot through.
Oh yeah, shit. Court. Oh yeah, Court about to slide through over here.
Oh yeah. My nigga snort. Hey man.
Let's get it popping. It's really E.N.E. Matter of fact, let me hit John Boy up. Hey man, we about to get this shit popping tonight, y'all.
We gotta go to this story real quick. This is a story that you sent me, brethren. All right.
Which one?
Now, Timmy Agape, where you been at, girl? We ain't seen you in a minute, man. Oh, the Timmy Agape, where you been at, girl? Huh? She ain't been through in a nice little second, man. Probably watching from the class.
Niquay, thank you, Niquay. The Timmy Agape was good, was good. Brownie Ellie in the building. Uncle Diggity, Burn 85. Hey man, y'all already know what it is. E.N.E Fridays. I hope y'all tapped in, loving it tonight. You know what it is.
Right. Joe Biden administration denies laughing at fentanyl victim's mother. People have been saying horrible things that my sons killed themselves to get away from me. Rebecca Caseling said of the president's recent comments, and now the president mocks the death of my sons. Let's pay attention to this real quick. As a man who spent more time in the White House than most others, Joe Biden is no stranger to the countless feuds that make place in the world of politics. Over 2 years into his presidency, the Pennsylvania native has been reflecting on what he's accomplished so far, as well as what he's got planned for the future, including another potential run. Hold on.
Sleepy Joe. Sleepy ass Joe. These niggas, man. Hey, this nigga be shaking hands with ghosts and shit.
Not the comments.
Hey, Sleepy Joe is wild. And meditation. Hey, I've been meditating more too. Been helping my mood. Doing yoga too.
Yeah, you better leave that yoga alone, man.
Nah, bro, that shit be getting my body right. I've been trying to stretch my shoulders out, man. That shit got me feeling great lately. Like, I hit that yoga up after I do my workouts. That shit be having me flexible. Hey, man, I understand.
Yo, you better leave that yoga alone, man.
Man, that shit stretch my body out. What you talking about?
It stretches your body out, though, but you know, the yoga ain't all the way right. I see I got to do a show on yoga, man.
Man, that's what helped my body when I be going to the, like, when I start playing basketball, I'm getting ready for my basketball.
Sure helps you out, L, though, but you clearly don't understand the roots of what yoga is.
I stretch, bro. I use that shit for stretch.
Yeah, you stretch, man. I understand you stretch, though, but yoga specifically, yoga.
I mean,
I see I'm going to have to do a show breaking down the spiritual roots of yoga.
Yeah, I mean, I just do the shit because I need to stretch, and it helps me stretch.
I understand all that, El. I understand
That's
that, but
my
listen to
strength.
me. Listen to your brother, though, right? Listen to
I,
your brother.
yeah,
Yoga, spelled backwards is agoy. Did you know that, El?
I didn't know that, bro. I'll be
Do
too
you
high.
know what agoy means in Latin Vulgate?
Enlighten me.
That's why I say I gotta do a whole nother show and enlighten y'all on this yoga thing. Yoga spelled backwards is agoy. Agoy in ancient Akkadian and Latin Vulgate means the Grigori demons, the watchers, the sons of God who came unto the daughters of men, right? Those who fit the fallen angels. They've been finding statues of these motherfuckers all over the world here lately too, right? So when you practice yoga or agoy spelled backwards, which means Grigori, right? You are getting yourself in literally the shape of the letters of the language of these demons. And when you do this, right, you are syncing and linking your human magnetic field, your aura, with the energy connected to the language of the Grigori demons. Do you understand when you get in a downward dog? That is literally the shape of a letter of the language these demons speak.
I don't know. I just know it stretches out my back. Hold up,
Yeah, I
bro.
mean, I know you know it stretches out your back, but while it's stretching out your back, it's syncing and linking you to the very language that these demons speak and communicate to be able to manifest in this reality.
So how the fuck am I supposed to stretch my back out that way then? Like, see that, man, this shit, I get it, man. I understand.
Nah, he is Nachimi Agape. Let me tell y'all something, man. And I'm gonna say this as a fact, right? About a year or so ago, right? I came across an image that somebody sent to me, and it was an image of Joe Biden doing. It was at a speech. He was talking from the press, and they had a camera view of him. It was an upshot, right? And you could clearly see the distinction on his skin. This neck was real red and dark, and you could see the transition from that tone of skin to what his face was, and you could clearly see that this was not real. That's why y'all might have remembered or called me calling him Skin Mask Joe or Uncle Skin Mask. When I posted that picture on Facebook, my page got deleted. This page I got on Facebook now is a new one. It's the one that I've had since that happened when I got another one. When I posted that picture on Facebook about a week or so after that, my shit got shut down. I started getting all type of shit from all type of scammers and shit coming to my shit and all type of crazy shit. I started getting fucking bans and then they just completely shut the shit down. I had to make a whole nother one. I couldn't even get access to it. Right, the smart grid is here. The unintelligent artificial intelligence is watching, listening, and all of that. So when y'all do yoga, when you do a downward dog, you are literally putting yourself in the shape of the letter that is used for these demons' language that they communicate in and use as a conduit through you getting in the shape of the letter to be able to enter into this reality. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know those who have ears to hear know exactly what I'm saying. And that's why I say yoga, y'all need to stop that yoga.
Project. I sometimes look, I do the yoga, but I do the basketball stretches too. I just be needing to stretch my body. And
I'm not saying you that when I'm saying, not saying because you can stretch your body and stuff, but I'm saying doing specifically yoga. Understand when you're stretching your body into the shape of a letter that is in the language of these demons. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but
I'm not saying
be real. No,
stretching is fine. I'm talking about yoga specifically.
Yeah.
Yogic, they got yogic flying, yogic tantric sex, magic with a K. Huh?
All right, so
demons.
Back when I was in college, right? All right, I was in college, and this one chick, she used to have this. There was this one book, Karma Sutra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Demonic.
Damn, because I definitely did. I used to rock with that shit. Like she was, hey, she was
My
one
nigga,
of
hey,
my
listen,
favorites.
L. My nigga Andre 3000 said it the best.
That's fucked up because
We call it horny because it's devilish. You hear me?
I definitely, I was a little devil back then because I ain't gonna lie because man, she was. All right, y'all. My fault.
This nigga
It's
Joe
Friday.
Biden, man. Hold on, let me finish reading this article.
It's
As
Friday.
a man who, okay, as the Independent reports, Biden was earlier falsely blamed for the opioid overdoses of brothers Kyler and Caleb Keisling, sons of pro-life activist Rebecca Keisling. Earlier this week, Green claimed that the sitting president is responsible for the young men's passing, though it was actually during the Trump administration when they lost their lives. I've read she was very specific recently, saying that a mom, a poor mother who lost kids to fentanyl, that I killed her sons, the politician said during an event in Baltimore Wednesday, March 1st. Well, the interesting thing, that fentanyl they took came during the last administration. He also told the crowd, letting out a chuckle. It's fucked up. It was a laugh that seems to have upset Keisling and many others who feel as though President Biden is making light of the mother's immense loss. Criticism has obviously been constantly pouring in across social media all week long. In response, Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre addressed the media, explaining POTUS's view on the situation. She began, when it comes to this president, I believe the American people knows who he is. They have watched him go through grief. He expressed sympathy for her last night, and his heart goes out to any person who has to go through that type of trauma, that type of hurt. According to Jean-Pierre, Biden's words are being mischaracterized by someone who is rarely discredited for things that she says they are really conspiracy theories. Oh, here we go. That they are really conspiracy theories. Oh my God, I can't believe this term still. I mean, I can, but the fact that this term still works today is just it's mind-boggling to me, man. It's very, very disappointing. The press secretary didn't explicitly say that Joe Biden feels any remorse or guilt for laughing, though many on Twitter are vocally demanding that Keisling receive one from him ASAP. What's funny about Americans dying from fentanyl, Joe? The families who have lost loved ones from fentanyl aren't laughing. Green asked him after he corrected her accusations earlier this week. Keep scrolling for more social media reactions and check back later for more pop culture news updates. Wow. That's how you feel, Joe? You laughing at chicks because their kids died from popping too much Fetty Wap? It's fucked up, man. It's pretty hard as shit, man. He said, keep it just after stress and don't dive into the spiritual. I know that's what y'all want, right? I gotta bring it to y'all raw, man, and uncut.
Hey, bro, that's what I'm saying. Can that boy? I don't be into that. Like, I just look. I'm a type dude, so I'm a YouTube guy. So my workouts, I go to the YouTube. Look, I got my workouts. Look, I be in my basement over here, bro. I get my basement. I hit the little workout joints. I get like whatever workout I'm doing. I follow exactly to the T, bro. I be out here busting my ass. I be out here trying to work, bro. So and then afterwards, I do the stretching. So I do like a basketball stretching video. Then I do a yoga stretching because the yoga, the motherfuckers be like, they do some strong shit. Like I see why y'all can't, y'all chicks don't be running up on no chicks to do yoga because they probably strong as fuck.
They channeling that demonic ass energy.
No, nigga, that shit hard to do.
No. They're channeling demonic energy.
But nah, nigga, that shit just hard to do, nigga.
No, it's not that it's hard to do. It's very simple.
No.
Once you get in tune with it, you are channeling demonic energy. I want y'all to understand
Nah, nigga, that shit hard to do. I ain't gonna knock no nigga that could do any of that shit that they be doing, because some of that shit be hard to do. It's a lot of strength involved, and it's a lot of posing and a lot of, like you said, it is some poses, and I guess what you say is whatever. But I'm just saying, the shit do take that. It requires nigga, I'll tell you, it takes a lot of strength to do that shit.
I understand it takes a lot of strength, but the strength that is taking you to do that, understand that where the strength is coming from.
Nigga, that shit get you in shape. That's why everybody be
you get your body in shape. Understand your body is the fallen state. It's not really yours. You don't even own it.
I just need to get in shape.
I understand you need to get in shape. I understand when you use yoga to get in shape, you're getting in shape of the letters of the language of demons. Do you understand that? Glitch said his phone died. He was in the whip. So I mean, look, I'm not telling you to stop doing yoga. You want to keep doing yoga, keep doing it. But understand when you do yoga, understand that you are channeling literally the demon language, the energy connected to it.
How
And
the
you
fuck?
wonder why when those who do yoga, certain things be happening in their lives, man.
Not how
They
the
appear
fuck.
to be happy and in shape, but spiritually, they're not in shape at all.
How
Trust
the
me.
fuck I supposed to do yoga? You over here talk about all this shit now.
I
Like
mean,
now,
you can still do. You can listen. It's up to you. That's what I'm saying. That's the beautiful thing about it. We've been given the ability to have the choice. You can choose to do yoga if you choose to, but understand when you do yoga what you doing.
at the end of the day, my ass won't stretch. Like I just got. That's all I need to do because my ass be tight.
You
After
can
I
do
get,
stretch. You just don't have to do yoga to stretch. You can do yoga, but like I said, understand what you're doing when you do yoga. That's all I'm saying. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm not telling you can't do it. I'm not telling you shouldn't do it.
so
It'd probably
Virgil,
be a good thing if you did it. But if
so,
you do understand what you're doing, half of y'all, most of y'all doing yoga don't even understand what y'all doing when y'all doing yoga.
so Virgil, do you stretch though?
Yes, I stretch. I just don't do yoga.
What kind of stretches you do though?
I do stretches like when I go to the gym after I get off the elliptical for that 7-minute warm up, where I do it all the way on the highest level for 7 minutes straight, going full blast on that baby. You hear me? Wind is awesome. You hear me? Gas is just awesome. You hear me? Tear one of these young niggas up. You hear me, man? What I like to do when I stretch is I go down there to the A-frame and I just hang using my weight to stretch, and I twist and I turn, I bend all that stuff, and I get on the dip bars and I dip all the way down, stretching my back muscles and my lat muscles, and you know what I'm talking about. And then I up and do that. I lay down. I literally lay down on my back on the floor and stretch like that. I don't have to get into no shape of no demonic ass language of the gory demons to do that. But if y'all want to keep doing it, go ahead.
Nah, I just be trying, bro, because I be having shoulder pain. That be my issue.
Mm-hmm.
So I try
to shoulder pain, get on the A-frame out the gym and hang from it. Just put your weight, just lift your legs up and hang.
Yeah, that be
right?
my issue.
Simple.
Like I still could live. It don't help. I mean, it ain't. It's like in the back. It's like it ain't.
You know what I'm talking about in the chivvy, man? You hear me?
I be on my shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Y'all better, man. I see y'all gotta do a stream on that old yoga, man. Break that thing.
He did. This nigga didn't really give me. And I understand. What's crazy is I understand everything he said. I understand every stretch he said because I do the same stretches, but I be needing more. That's my thing. I be needing to get deeper into the stretches, so I be having to find different shit that go deeper. Because I do all that shit. I lay on the floor. I do the starfish, all that shit. I do all the waving up, and you know what I mean. I do all that shit. I do the against the door, put your arm behind your back, all that shit. I do all that shit. I do the like you said. I do the hanging too because I got the hanging at my job. I go in there.
Them was the best stretches to do.
But sometimes, like I ain't gonna lie, bro. You might go hate it. I do all that shit.
She's about to turn into a doctor's appointment.
Nah, it did. Cause the bed, I ain't gonna lie, some of them yoga joints, bro. Hey man, they get you twisting up in the air with the
and it's a reason for that. It's a reason for that, bro.
You twist up and that shit get the right. And hey man, that shit just hit the muscle the right way, bro. Like I'm just telling you, like I do everything you just said. That's why I understand. Like it's funny because you said that. He said he do his own stretches. They ain't his own stretches. Like those are the stretches we do. But like I said,
they are my own stretches. Everybody don't do what I do.
But you said like I understand what you're saying. Like I understand every stretch you said though. Like that's a whole different kind of stretch, like you said, twisting and all that. That gets you right. But sometimes, like, because even sometimes you need to go to a masseuse. Like,
but you ain't necessarily stretching nothing after masseuse for real.
Nah, she stretch you out, bro. She bend you up. My masseuse bend me up like a pretzel, nigga. Like, you have me and all kind of.
Like, you want to know something that really is good though too for y'all, man? You go to the gym and get in that hot tub and sit in them, let the jacuzzi bubbles shoot on you know, man, massage your muscles, man, on the natural side. You know what I'm talking about? Do that for like 20 minutes straight. You feel beautiful, man.
Well, you know, I do.
Your body feels beautiful, man. Now, and the Timmy said it's to turn into a goddamn doctor's appointment.
we just trying to enhance your enlightenment. And
Man, we hit y'all with different types of things. You know what I'm talking about? We bring it from all different aspects and angles. You need tap in with us, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share your social engineering. You know, tone back. We got my man King L's in the building. You hear me?
Hey, that hot tub.
E.N.E Fridays.
That hot tub is essential, y'all.
Hot tub is beautiful, man. Get in the sauna and dig it in the
hot tub. Woo! Hey, because I ain't gonna lie, yesterday I did 40 minutes in that sauna and I did about 15 in the hot tub.
Yeah, I need to go to a
after a vigorous workout.
Hot tub and relax. I think that's what I'm about to start doing too. For real. You know what I'm saying? I used to do that. I used to do that real heavy, but I'll be doing other things on the weekend now, man. Now we good. You know, we just said we go in from all different aspects and angles. So, you know what I'm saying? It's Friday night. It's a beautiful thing, baby. We ain't tripping no tone back. We in the
because I'm about to get back to Swift Labs.
Yeah, I'm about to start doing that too, though, for real, because that should get you done. That's dumb gas right there. We about to play this next track right here, though, man. You know what I'm talking about? E.N.E Friday. Let's go, man.
Another beef murder. Anyone seeing this? Stop giving, man. Is anyone believing this? Almost forgot, man. This love intermediate. Shorty like sick, man. But you gotta leave it. Told her swallow everything. Acting disobedient. We be changed smoke. Eyes look deeper. Backwards. Switch the facts. Must have ingredients. I'm trying to own shit. Yeah, I'm manager. We from a different 69 total Canada. Straight damage. Look into the camera like, oh, next, man. I got a bunch of stamina. Total mismatch. Who got the bigger bag? So broke, bank account got a soft cast. 1040, roger that. Call a dispatch. Put a stop to a game like a fair catch. Dudes, frail. I got on sight. I woke up with cordial, nothing like work, fight, talk, fight. They want it, they got it, they dead tonight. Dudes, frail. I got on sight. I woke up with cordial, nothing like work, fight, talk, fight. They want it, they got it, they dead tonight. The pressure's rising, man. I live for these moments. Ambitious plus heart, yeah, I got all these components. I'm never backing down, no matter the opponent. Plus, I'm faster on the track like a young Jackie Owens. These big bats I'm blowing, keep me medicated heavily. These ill raps I'm throwing proves it ain't no one ahead of me. Don't have an appetite for bullshit that's fed to me. That shit's a waste of time, like when I caught my little felony for Stacks said. That was cause some bitch nigga was telling things, but fuck that. Cause we both elevated to other dreams. Elite Nation, E.N.T. Really ain't no other teams. I put on positive vibes and good karma come to me. Man, just come fuck with me. I take it to the threshold. They in the way, I give them how many shots that the tech hold. Smoking on Gelato. Oh shit, I mean gelato. If she in my passenger seat, she is a model. Hoes been choosing up. I never need to spend a bottle. I took the road, let's travel. And now I'm dodging potholes. I'm down in Mexico. Screaming out, que paso, vato. I'm trying to secure the bag with big numbers like the lotto. Knocking out contenders like Rocky did Drago. I'd rather be sipping margaritas in Key Largo. I didn't mean to rip this long, but this beat is hard though. Just name the trophy after me, like D. Lombardo. Dudes, frail. I got on sight. I woke up with cordial, nothing like work, fight, talk, fight. They want it, they got it, they dead tonight. Dudes, frail. I got on sight. I woke up with cordial, nothing like work, fight, talk, fight. They want it, they got it, they dead tonight. Six say they dead, so the niggas dead. Rain said they dead, leave them weak and red. Glitch nigga, these sharp bars that cut your hand, period. I'm like the bakery, if we talk a brand, go ahead and put them to sleep. I guess I'm super fed. Jeans for 100 alone, I got them super threads. Handing out and blooded out, that's on a daily basis. I'm about my dough and about my kids, get out my fucking face. Time clock, nigga, I'm punching in. CL 650 type shit that I'm flying in. Google that, all over
of the globe, nigga. I truly rap, road to the riches, and I ain't using no Google Maps. So 2 fingers together, nigga, I'm about to snap. Hear a loud boom, got niggas like, what the fuck was that? Guaranteeing E.N.E, we taking summers back. Break a 1-9, nigga, roger that. Glitch.
Yeah. You already know, man. That was my man Glitch the Guarantee. And my brother Sick. No shit. You know what I'm talking about, man? Tap in, walk with us, man.
And Rain Money too.
My man Ray Money on that track too. Yeah, you right. I can't forget my brother, man. Ray Money was definitely on that track.
Yeah.
You feel me? He definitely was on there. You feel me?
And Rain about to come through here in a second too. So.
Oh yeah, y'all. That's why you say coming through.
Yeah. Yeah, you already know what it is. E.N.E Fridays all day, every day. Make sure y'all hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. You already know what it is. Tap that. You know.
After they treat you like shit, they don't care. They go to their friends and talk about what they did to you the same way that men go talk to their friends and talk about the negative stuff that they did to women. Yeah, it's Dustianas out there like that. People in general don't realize what they got sometimes until it's too late. Time goes by, they get older, they get their heart broken themselves, then they start to understand all of the negative stuff that they did to other people. And it doesn't matter whether or not somebody that you was with regrets what they've done, because what you're supposed to be doing is moving on. If you notice, I didn't say forgive them. Sometimes trying to forgive people, it makes you feel like, you're excusing what they did. So what you should be doing instead is simply attempting to move on, doing what you need to do to move on. Sitting here worrying about whether or not they regret what they did to you is not going to help you move on any faster. Fellas, women do not feel bad after they treat you like shit. They don't care. They go to their friends and talk about what they did to you the same way that men go talk to their friends and talk about the negative stuff that they did to women. Yeah, it's Dustianas out there like that. People in general don't realize what they got sometimes until it's too late. Time goes by, they get older, they get their heart broken themselves, then they start to understand all of the negative stuff that they did to other people. And it doesn't matter whether or not somebody that you was with regrets what they've done, because what you're supposed to be doing is moving on. If you notice, I didn't say forgive them. Sometimes trying to forgive.
What you think about that, L, man?
That's some real shit. I get it because you ain't always gotta forgive. Just make sure you assess the situation.
This girl right here done been through it. She said don't forgive. She said, notice I said don't forgive them.
Yeah. See, me, I'm a type person, like, I just ain't going. I don't have to think about this shit, like, necessarily forgive. I'm a dude that can forgive shit, but it don't think I'm gonna forget it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I guess it's a difference.
It's a huge difference.
So I just think about it that way, and that's the way that I move. Like, we ain't gotta be cool. Like, the thing is, I got cats that I grew up with that are my brothers to the heart that I don't even talk to on a day-to-day basis. So a regular person, it ain't, you know what I mean? It is what it is. There's only very few people that I talk to. Like, I probably talk to Virgil more than anybody. And that's because we do the podcast. So I have a regular conversation with Virgil through you. Yeah. Yeah.
Random question out of the blue, right?
Yeah.
Remember that time you ordered some food at the crib? We was over there?
Yeah.
You ordered it from Swenson's, didn't you?
I think so.
Yeah,
that was
Swenson's, right?
The burgers, yeah.
Random ass question out the blue, huh? Yeah.
That was a random question.
Yeah, I just wanted to know. That's what's up. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you, bro.
So, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like when you with your brothers or whatever it is, like you know, I don't know. I feel like it's different. You know, you can forgive shit, but you don't have to forget it, and you don't have to be cool or you could be cordial around this shit. And even me, like I've been a person that I could be an open book and like I speak on how I feel. Like I'm an open book. Niggas ain't. That's one thing about all my friends. They ain't gotta know how I feel. I'ma say it. You know what I mean? Whether they say I'm right or wrong about it, I'ma say it, and everybody's gonna know how I feel at the end of the day. And that's how I love to be that way because I don't ever have nobody have to question how L feels in any situation. Am I right, Verge?
No, he definitely gonna let you know how he feels.
Like,
I really don't speak too much on how I feel because I realize and know that in certain arenas how I feel don't matter. So
it don't matter.
I really don't talk about too much how I feel.
Now that's only amongst my homies, you know what I mean? My brothers. Like that's the only people that I will do that. Like he said, amongst in the business world, whatever it is, don't nobody care about none of that shit. You know what I mean? Outside of my homies, and at times they may not even care about that shit. Just like how it be all the way around. But at the end of the day, we're gonna always know how it is on all sides, and that's one thing about Verge too. Like Verge is very y'all know, y'all get the show every day, so y'all know how Verge is.
It's
But
not
but with her, I get it. Like I get what she's saying, but she definitely been hurt because her whole angle is a little different.
all right, now peep this right here, y'all.
Hold up, court here. I'll be right back.
All right. I gotta wait till my man Els get back. Mr. O with my Joe from Chicago with the info. What it do, man? What happened, man? What it do, man? Yiddy. We got my brother Mr. O with the info in the building, man. Y'all make sure y'all run over there and goddamn subscribe to my brother E.N.E. Yiddy. Tap in and walk with him. You know what I'm saying? My brother Mr. O with the info, my Joe from Chicago. You know what I'm talking about? What's good with you, brother? When my man Els come back, I'm about to play this video for y'all. And I want to, I found this just to be very interesting when I came across this. And I said, I'm going to share it with you guys on Friday night. How y'all doing, man? What's going on? You know what I'm talking about? Friday night, E.N.E Fridays, you know what I mean? Tap in, walk with us, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share your social engineering, man. Get them subscribe numbers up, you know what I'm talking about? You already know, man. What happening, Joe? When I'm in the A Pool Palace, when I'm in Chicago, what happening, Joe? That's that Soldier Boy said, right? What happening, Joe? Yeah, man, you already know what it is, man. E.N.E Fridays,
Now
man.
we ass outside the club.
Nigga, my nigga Bird on the show tomorrow, y'all. We're gonna kick it. It's gonna be a movie tomorrow night, man. Make sure y'all tap in with us 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going in live on A Real Talk Podcast. My brother Uncle Bird gonna be in the building, man. He just killed the comedy show last weekend, sold it out. It was a beautiful event. He got the next joint coming up at the King Arts Complex Center. That's a beautiful thing, historical building in my city, historical venue in my city. Man, my brother gonna come through tomorrow. He's gonna be live here in the building, and we're gonna do it like that. It's gonna be a beautiful situation, man. Make sure y'all tap in with us tomorrow night at 9 p.m. We're gonna have my brother Uncle Bird on the show, and it's gonna be goddamn it litty. You hear me, man? Yeah. Els, you back yet, man? Nah, that he still must be letting court in. You already know what it is, man. Tap in, walk with us, man. Like I said, man, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Y'all see it scrolling across the bottom of the screen, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do this right here too. You know what I mean? Going over there to that Patreon, man. I'm gonna upload some new content to there that y'all ain't gonna be able to see on YouTube, man. You know what I'm talking about? It's gonna be some new content that I'm uploading exclusively to Patreon. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a little, like a little preview video on YouTube for it though. But if y'all want to go ahead, tap into that Patreon, man. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. You know what I'm saying? tap in, walk with us. You know what I mean? Exclusive content that is not going to be on any other social media platforms, only on, goddamn it, Patreon. You know what I'm talking about? $5 tier. You know what I'm talking about? My baby LaQuay, she subscribed to the joint. You know what I'm talking about? So appreciate the support. Is my man Rain Man in the building? What's going on?
What up, family?
You already know, man. If you ain't over here, you over there. You know what I'm talking about? We everywhere. You know what I'm talking about? E.N.E. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now y'all sit up here and listen to this and watch this.
You're a woman, single, and over 30, you are called 剩女, which means leftover woman in Mandarin. In Cantonese, you are called 老底橙, 賣剩蔗, and 攝做辣, which means orange at the bottom of the basket, the sugar cane that didn't get sold, and the thing used for filling the gap of the stove. But if you're a man, single, and over 30, you are called 钻石王老五, which means a diamond bachelor in Mandarin. In Cantonese, you're called 笋盤, which means quality real estate.
Run that back.
In China, if you're a woman, single, and over 30, you are called 剩女, which means leftover woman in Mandarin. In Cantonese, you are called 老底橙, 賣剩蔗, and 攝做辣, which means orange at the bottom of the basket, the sugar cane that didn't get sold, and the thing used for filling the gap of the stove. But if you're a man, single, and over 30, you are called 钻石王老五, which means a diamond bachelor in Mandarin. In Cantonese, you're called 笋盤, which means quality real estate.
What y'all think about that, man? Xing Nu. Is you there, L?
Yeah, I'm here.
What y'all think about that, man?
Run it back.
That's how you know L definitely was not paying attention.
And she talking
I'm over here. Chinese. Yeah, hold up. Is she talking to Chinese?
Pay attention, man.
In China, if you're a woman, single, and over 30, you are called 剩女, which means leftover woman in Mandarin. In Cantonese, you are called 老底橙, 賣剩蔗, and 攝做辣, which means orange at the bottom of the basket, the sugar cane that didn't get sold, and the thing used for filling the gap of the stove. But if you're a man, single, and over 30, you are called 钻石王老五, which means a diamond bachelor in Mandarin. In Cantonese, you're called 笋盤, which means quality real estate.
Did you hear that, Tom?
Yeah. All right. So we talking about the double standards of what you can be called depending on what your status is when you're at a certain age. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, those double standards is what. Hey.
That's in China. That's what I'm saying. That's just what it is in China, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that in the United States. If you want to be real, like damn near the way some people look at it. But at the same time, man, fuck what people say. You know, I feel like people can find love at any age, and you know, despite the odds, I mean, it is what it is. But I get what they're saying.
So optimistic, ain't it?
I am optimistic because
I am too.
You know, because I see it
happen. As long as you keep your head to the sky. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Be optimistic. Did my nigga Kiss go in off of that beat, man?
What was that? What was the song?
That Sounds of Blackness. That song
was
called Optimistic.
The grown joint that he did.
As long as you keep your head to the sky. Yeah. What's up with my brother Court, man? What's good, man?
Oh, nothing much. Just pulled up over here real quick. I've been wanting to come over and check out the studio for a minute, for real.
Yeah, I'm about to come over there and bless it, man.
Listen,
Court, this building destroyed, about to be fire.
Oh yeah, we are, yeah.
Yeah, I'm my little recording situation is down, so shit, I got all kind of songs I need to be doing. Like shit.
2023, man, we're gonna have that new E.N.E music coming off from all aspects, man. It's just gonna be L and Glitch and Star, man.
So I'm just tapping in on y'all's podcast. I ain't really get a chance to hear what the topic was tonight.
Right.
Nah, it ain't no topic.
Oh, okay.
It's just Friday night, free for all. Court. We just going in on trending topics, current events, while we listen to classic E.N.E tracks. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, that's the best way.
That's the vibes right there,
But,
man. You know what I'm talking about?
So basically, from what I heard on that video, the chick is saying in China, if you over 30 and single, you're not high value
at all.
And if you're a man over 30, you're like what they call a diamond or whatever.
Yep, diamond bachelor.
So
prime real estate.
Do you happen to know? Now I don't know off top. Like I know in America, like is the demographic crazy? Like as far as women and men in China, I know they're heavily populated in general, but
yeah, but there's definitely more women than it is men. Though.
Way more women than men in China.
Like 7-1. It's like 7-1.
Okay, so that makes sense. There's always gonna be a supply and demand thing. You know what I mean? The man is already is more rare. You're gonna have a better chance of probably finding a woman that meets your standard than a woman finding a man that meets her standard.
Right.
So I do see how a quality man gonna be a jewel, and then we might have an option. We might come across a couple quality women before a woman might come across a man with that type of ratio.
But that's the same thing here, though.
Yeah, and so I do get that. I don't think it speaks to anything about the particular sex. Because if it was opposite, I think it'd be the opposite. If it was less men on demand, less women on demand, then the women would be higher value. Yeah, because it would be harder to get a.
Tox Beats in the building was good. I just played that to just over there when you're 25 as a woman and older, man, you consider to be left over.
Man, that's crazy. Because
you're not married and somebody wants you up and you ain't got no kids.
Taking a chick serious.
They said the orange that's left at the bottom of the basket. The sugar cane that did not get sold. Wow.
Nah, and you gotta think in some cultures it is different because in their culture they expect you to be married, have a family, and sometimes at a very young age they get sold off. So in their culture it's definitely a little different. So they still not old Western culture, as you would say. Tox Beats in the building, Mr. O with the info. What's good?
Y'all hear about this right here? Hold on, I'm gonna play it on my phone.
What's that?
I'm about to play it right now. Hold on. This is ill right here, man. I think I did a pre-recorded on this the other day too, if I'm not mistaken.
We did. I hope not. You did.
Here we go, right here.
Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman with Juan Gonzalez. The family of Malcolm X has announced plans to file a $100 million wrongful death lawsuit against the FBI, the CIA, New York City, and the state, the NYPD, and New York District Attorney's Office for concealing evidence of their involvement in Malcolm X's assassination. The family's announcement came on Tuesday, the 58th anniversary of Malcolm's assassination, February 21st, 1965. This all comes just 3 months after New York City and New York State agreed to pay a total of $36 million to settle lawsuits on behalf of two men who were wrongfully convicted and jailed for decades for assassinating Malcolm X. In 2021, a judge tossed out the convictions against the men, Muhammad Aziz and the late Khalid Islam, after finding serious miscarriages of justice. On Tuesday, Malcolm X's daughter, Dr. Ilyasa Shabazz, and civil rights attorney Ben Crump, standing...
Stop it right there real quick, you all right? Malcolm X is probably turning in his grave. And I say that because out of all the lawyers they could have gotten, they got Ben Crump, Benjamin Boulay Crump.
He the black.
Sigma Pi Phi, Omega Psi Phi, Prince Humphrey Mason, Benjamin Crump.
He the black guy to go to, though. If it's a black guy to go to.
My man Detroit Red is doing triple Lindy's in the grave right now, man.
Detroit Red.
This fucking guy, Benjamin Boulay Crump, man. I done told y'all about this dude, man. All right. He's the guy that comes in and he's basically the cleanup guy. Oh, Benjamin Crump is corrupt to here.
You already know he's been around for a minute too now.
Listen to I think everybody whose case he presided over.
Yeah. All high, well, mostly high profile lately.
Keep telling y'all the Divine Nine, man. Crab barrel system, man. They use these niggas, man. Sad, man. Let's finish listening, man.
At the site of the assassination, February 21st, 1965, in the Audubon Ballroom in Harlem, held a news conference. They spoke about Malcolm X and Dr. Betty Shabazz at the Memorial and Educational Center in their name.
58 years ago, today, in this very room, one of the greatest thought leaders ever known in the 21st century was assassinated. And since that time, there has been speculation as to who was involved in the assassination of Malcolm X. We know on November 18th, 2021, it was confirmed and substantiated that the government agencies, the New York Police Department, the FBI, the District Attorney of New York, had factual evidence, exculpatory evidence that they fraudulently concealed from the men who were wrongfully convicted for the assassination of Malcolm X. And they also fraudulently concealed that information.
Now, this is Benjamin Crump talking.
From the family of Malcolm X. We know
You silly Uncle Dickety.
that based on their wrongful conviction, that the government settled the matter of Mr. Azir and Mr. Ism, Mr. Aziz, for tens of millions of dollars. This is important for many reasons. One of the most important reasons, it gives Malcolm's daughters an opportunity to seek legal redress, finally, based on the government's admission that they conceal evidence involving the assassination of Malcolm X. The truth of what happened and who was involved has always been critical. So today, at the Malcolm X and Dr. Betty Shabazz Memorial and Educational Center, we announce and give formal notice to the city of New York, the state of New York, and the federal government and its agencies, the FBI and the CIA, that the family members intend to sue bring a wrongful death lawsuit based on these new revelations that have now finally been substantiated. And the rhetorical question is this: if the government compensated the two gentlemen that were wrongfully convicted for the assassination of Malcolm X with tens of millions of dollars, then what is to be the compensation for the daughters who suffered the most from the assassination of Malcolm X? We intend to have vigorous litigation of this matter, to have discovery, to be able to take depositions of the individuals who are still alive 58 years later.
58 years later.
To make sure that some measure of justice can be given to Malcolm X's daughters, who in this very room were present with their mother when he was shot at 21 times, 17 bullets hitting him.
What y'all think about that?
I mean, that, yeah, I heard about that, and that, you know, like, to be locked up that long and go through all that, you never want to hear about nobody getting locked up for no wrong stuff, and we already knew that that's what it was. Like, we knew that they weren't behind that. You know, most of us did. I know everybody don't, but, you know, some of us knew. And it just wasn't right, you know? So to know history and know stories that was very blatantly wrote the way they were incorrectly and putting people in jail behind it is even worse. When people just sat there and let it happen, especially the justice system that, you know, is already, we know, crooked, bent up, broken to pieces. But yeah, this is, you know, I'm just glad that he back home, and, you know, I know he getting a nice chunk of money. It's never enough money you can put on time loss. That's one thing I will always say. But you know, I'm just glad that he out, like, because that's just not a place to be for nobody that's not supposed to be there, for sure.
It's definitely not, man. I'm telling you right now, as a person who's been in that old who's got, there's a lot of guys in there who innocent, man. The justice system is very crooked.
That's that one movie I was talking about. That it's a series. It was on HBO, y'all. Damn, with the night before or whatever. Was it the night before with the Indian cat? He was a cab driver. He was in his dad's cab and got framed for the chick's murder that he smashed the first night he was with her. And then he went to jail. Old dude Omar from The Wire was in it and everything, because he went.
I think I already know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he went to jail, and old boy Omar from The Wire was in it, and he was in it and was in jail, and basically had a dude running the jail. And here it is, was a kid that was in, you know, super smart in college, and, you know, just one night just went crazy, got convicted for some shit he ain't do. Ended up running to jail and then coming out to some shit. Eventually, the case got overturned. He come out, but he already thugged out.
I might have to say that. Do sound like I might have seen that whole storyline.
Yeah, I mean, because it was a fire ass TV show. It was only like 6 shows. It was only like a 6-part series on HBO. It was a super fire series. Here, man, I'm about to find the name of it because it was a dope ass show. And yeah, I mean, that shit happened, man. Like you said, I said Court was with me with the one shit that happened when I went to jail for that bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Court was sitting there next to me when they sent me to jail on some shit I wasn't even supposed to go to jail for. No shit.
Yeah, that shit was faulty as fuck.
Yeah, they niggas. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Like, it's fucked up. It does happen. It's never right.
They'll always be talking about that shit. That shit made L feel some type of way, man.
Man, that fucked me up, bro. It really, because it took a lot of years off my life for some shit I didn't do. Like, I got denied for jobs for like 5 years, bro. Like, niggas was treating me like, especially when you looked at it on my record, because they had it wrote like I really like assaulted a police officer, and I'm like, this nigga tried to beat my ass, and
I still felt like the lawyers was some bullshit though, man. Because that was a simple case, bro. We had eyewitnesses. We had, I know there had to be some kind of camera or something out there. All the evidence would have showed. The testimonies would have, you know what I'm saying, proved that my nigga didn't do anything. So that nigga the cop was hounding us the whole time in the mall because we smelled like weed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
after we're outside the mall on the park, on the sidewalk before he also
Eastland Mall?
Yeah, Eastland. And he wanted to start feeling brolic all of a sudden after like following us for 2 minutes out the mall, like, you know what I mean? It was just real extra, like, dude. Nigga was trying to swing on niggas. He was tripping, bro.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's what, yeah. So then when he ended up like I think like trying to take down L, and then he tried to claim L bit him or some crazy shit.
Oh, that's wild.
It was nothing like that. It was what happened at all, bro. L's dad I call his dad off top. His dad comes there. He's like, I had a whole zip on me. So I'm like, I'm still trying to make sure. I know the police is, you know what I mean? So like I called McDonald's, I put the weed in the truck, and then we was out there trying to figure out what was going on. Like there was a witness out there that was seeing it and everything. Like nah. Like he didn't even do it. He tried to make it sound like we like a swung on him or try to attack him first or some crazy shit. It was wild, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's wild. That's wild, man. But we're gonna get into this track right now, man. You know, talking about E.N.E Fridays, Tap In Walk with us, man. We going in 232. You know, talking about 2 hours 32. So we going in, man. Listen to what you say, man.
Throw that dad eyes on.
No, I'm playing something else. We about to play this track right here, man.
Socrates couldn't even figure this shit, just an appetizer on the menu of my dinner list. Fuck the risk, we love rewards, time brawls and V-cars, the tire flat if it leak wrong. Stripes from the bottom to the top, like the teens. I was born to win, had been to learn to mold the wind. Click the throat, hit it in from the mid-east on packs. I stand, packed and dance, we food stockers packed in cans. If we get jammed, there's no words, I told my man. Strawberry out like dog, yeah, I smoked the grams. What I told the judge, we made bases from the mud. Word it down while I'm bucking up, it's stuck in mud. When the wolves get hungry, put the blood on the blade. Let them lick they self till it ain't thirst when they like babe. Used to rock the high tops, now it's like phase. It's like I'm Cyclops when in my sights. Talk down on my kings in my presence, get wrapped. No presents, Merry Christmas, this a gift you. No crowns for you clowns, metal pack with them rounds. Happy birthday, this a gift you. You can't talk down on my kings in my presence, get wrapped. No presents, Merry Christmas, this a gift you. No crowns for you clowns, metal pack with them clowns. Happy birthday, this a gift you.
Bus boys running late, grab your dinner plate. Down on the score, I can make a winning play. Hit the birds with the curve like horseshoe pits. Float everywhere, paddling with oars and shit. Make everything count, every Tory flip. Like clock operators, I got scores to fix. Break your whole foundation, the board spin. Never play with house money, we foreclose and shit. Face to face, nah, serving no letters. Sever the ties, whatever suits us better. This the gift view. In our rear view, step in the game, you can get a clear view. State of the about the state of your heart. Heart check them, now be worried about the state of your heart. And the state of shock, leave them like that. Came in trying to front, now he leaving on his back.
Can't talk down on my kings in my presence, get wrapped. No presents, Merry Christmas, this a gift you. No crowns for you clowns, metal pack with them rounds. Happy birthday, this a gift you. You can't talk down on my kings in my presence, get wrapped. No presents, Merry Christmas, this a gift you. No crowns for you clowns, metal pack with them clowns. Happy birthday, this a gift you.
It's a gift view. E.N.E Friday. My man King L. You know what I'm talking about? You did, man. You weren't expecting that one, was you, L, man?
Nah, that's that shit right there. That's
You weren't expecting that one, huh, man?
Nah, that's a joint right there, though.
And that boy said that'd be interesting. One that can that boy. Them niggas went in on that shit.
It was some different, yeah. That's on that present.
Yeah.
Christmas. My man Dosh came through and did his joint on that. Yeah, that was a little impromptu joint. Yeah, that's my joint right there.
It's a gift view. Yeah, I like that joint right there, man. That's one of my joints right there, man. You know what I'm talking about? That's one of my joints, man.
Might as well got Obama, yeah. Hey, I feel you. Might as well, yeah. Uncle Diggity, they might as well got Obama instead of being Trump. That shit crazy. Locking niggas up for no reason, man.
Well, I guess I can play this one here. Guess I can play this.
You actually got to tell, got to show whether you're changed or not. Nice stuff to the point. Show that I'm trying to make a change.
All we got to do is put our program together, follow our program. That's my main focus right there. And stop these kids behind each other out there.
Well, I've been working over the past 2 years to try to redirect the energies of my immediate organization. I was one of the principal components and board of the United Peace Organization. Kids.
Hold on.
The 6-point star. Yeah. GD.
Do y'all see this symbology?
Oh, it's all kind of symbology.
Oh yeah.
You got the upside down crescent moon.
Yeah.
You got several 6-point stars.
Yeah. And the 7.
You already know the 7 completion with the circle. You got the handshake.
It's very demonic, man.
A lot of shit going on in there.
Very demonic. It's nigga Larry Hoover, man.
Ain't the star supposed to be like a Star of David or some shit?
Nah, they say that's what they say it is, but that ain't what it is.
Designed to stop
what is
kids from killing each other. I consider Larry Hoover a living legend because the legendary things he done. I witnessed the character traits he had, which helped him organize people to transform their communities for the better.
This is the most secret prison in America. No one is allowed inside, famously been called the cleaner version of hell. It is as isolated as the prisoners who call it home. The prison, called ADX Florence, is a tomb for the living.
Yeah, bro, ADX is the worst place to be locked up.
He'll be locked down for 23 hours a day in a 84 square foot cell, 7 feet by 12 feet. He will be in the cell 23 hours a day for the rest of his life. He will not have access to other inmates. If he does go out, it's his choice for the 1 hour. It'll be in a caged-in area. You basically walk around the circle, get a little daylight. Let's be frank, it's designed so you can't even see the mountains.
That's in.
ADX was not designed for humanity.
Bro, I was just telling L that nigga, you got no human interaction, nigga, you gonna go crazy over there.
Man, listen to this.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit.
ADX was not designed for humanity.
23 hours by
No, hold on. It was not designed for humanity. So who the hell is it designed for if it ain't designed for humans? When it's 23 hours a day in a room with a slit of a window where you can't even see the Rocky Mountains, let's be candid here. It's not designed for rehabilitation, period, in the story. That's very interesting that first sentence says ADX was not designed for humanity.
Hey, he know he was a ward in there. He know.
Yeah.
Well, who was it designed for? Is my question.
Shit. Fucking like detainees and shit.
No, let's run this back. It was not designed for humanity.
Shit.
That means humans.
That means any human. Prisoners of war and shit. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
So the question is, so if it wasn't designed for humans, who was it designed for? I'm trying to start challenging y'all's thinking when y'all read this. That's why I tell y'all study etymology, sentence structure, and grammar. It wasn't designed for humanity. So I'm trying for. I'm just lost. Who was it designed for then? All right. If it wasn't designed for humanity, which is humans, us, that would intend that it's designed for somebody who's not human. Right?
I mean,
the human race, human beings collectively, humanness, or what it means to be human. Right? Learning or concerned with human culture, especially literature, history, art, music, and philosophy. All right. So if it wasn't designed for us, who the hell was it designed for? All this intricate plot and design. Who was these facilities actually designed for?
For the rest of your life. Right.
I want y'all to think about what I'm saying right now, man. If this wasn't designed for humans, then who was it designed for? Notice every one of us on planet Earth is a human. It wasn't designed for any of us, humanity. So who was it designed for?
I sincerely hope someone with the right tools
Very strange.
read this and is able to correct this injustice.
Why is there such an urgency now to get Larry Hoover pardoned?
Everybody asks, why Larry Hoover? Why not Larry Hoover?
Let us raise those questions. Let us have those conversations. Let us reveal those documents. Let us embarrass those few people. And then now you come in and help us, because now you can spread the word. Because ultimately, I'll tell you right now, if we were to end the Zoom in 5 minutes, there was someone right now who could let Mr. Hoover walk tonight.
As Larry starts progressing, as you get older, you get wiser. Larry is an old fella, 70-some years old. He's not a danger to society, like they say. Allegedly stated that he did drugs behind the wall, making $100 million a year behind the wall. That's a lot of money, $100, $200 million a year. You know, they pay these press people to put that stuff on so people can believe that.
I call it an injustice because it was entrapment, and they had no legal standpoint to record our conversation. They violated our rights and invaded our privacy. They've been monitoring every one of his conversations in an effort to bring more charges against him. Larry was convicted again and sentenced to 6 life terms in federal prison, on top of the 200 years he was already serving.
But they don't want him to do that so they can get a lot of more people get killed, shot, and all these gang violence. They know what he brings to the table.
I know what they're doing. I see the mistakes. I've made some mistakes. I'm in position to maybe correct them before they make the same mistakes I made.
Now, Larry also has the leadership to go out there and tell all these individuals, hey, stop the gun violence, let's put our weapons down. And as he did the gang disciples, he could run the same thing when he first get out.
It's telling the kids that if you get involved in what's going on in your community, that you can make a difference.
I want people to understand that the Larry Hoover speaking out today is a different person than the Larry Hoover accused in those past state and federal indictments. That being said, I do take responsibility for my wrongdoing and will not try to explain away or justify any of it. I was lost in an enduring pattern of criminality those many years ago. Looking back, thinking about what I have now come to understand about the nature of those things I have been involved and in fact have initiated, I cannot avoid taking responsibility. With this responsibility now being able to honestly assess and appreciate the magnitude and scope of the harms my actions had wrought, I cannot help but to have immense remorse. Moreover, this remorse is rooted in the sad reality of my circumstances. There is zero chance I would reoffend. Not only do I not want to waste my final years in self-destruction, I would want to fulfill a promise I made to my late beloved mother. I offered this letter so that it may clarify and lend insight into where I am today. I know there are some that will probably remain unconvinced and choose to believe I'm beyond redemption. I hope to prove them wrong or at a minimum to ally their concerns eventually. I would hope that people will read this and accept my pledge that I am done with my past and I only ask for a chance to do right by my family and to leave this world on a positive note. I have long since renounced my association with any and all criminal organizations and their membership. I no longer am a member, leader, or even an elder statesman of the gangster disciples. I want nothing to do with it now and forever. With peace and respect, Larry Hoover.
Because they're black minority people, individuals who's doing it, they don't pay attention to us. However, if you got Sidney Powell, John Fitzgerald, and all these government officials saying what happened to Larry and what's going on, oh, it's a done deal. We just ain't got John. Don't we just got him. We got a powerhouse. We're not trying to get him in another prison. Oh, we're trying to get him out. But that's what we for. We about to put it down.
So think about that, man. Yep.
Yes, sir.
So think about that demo right there. My man, Mr. O, that's my Joe from Chicago. He said he's just as dangerous, not more dangerous than ever before. Y'all see that imagery that boy putting on them coats, man, with the GDs and all that with that stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean,
growth and development. That shit looked demonic as hell.
Hey man, that gang shit always been demonic to me, man. That's why I could never really get down with it, man.
One of these days, y'all. One of these days, I'm gonna sit up here and break down.
Yeah, gang culture.
Origins of where gangs come from, man. It's gonna blow y'all's mind, man. It is very demonic. It is based and rooted in Luciferianism and Satanism. Bloods, Crip, poltergeists. Y'all ain't ready for that.
Crazy.
I ain't ready for that, man.
I already know all that shit.
We'll break that down one of these days to y'all, man. The origin of where Bloods and Crips come from. It is right. You're right. It's very demonic. It's literally based and rooted out of Luciferianism and Satanism.
You think Larry Hoover gonna get out?
I mean, it's a possibility. Who's to say? I agree with my brother, Mr. O. He's more dangerous now than he could have ever been. And clearly, if they let Larry Hoover out, that's going to be letting you know a lot of things, man. They let Larry Hoover out after they done sit up here and passed the Safety Act. Y'all remember when we did the show, the Safety Act, right? Oh, y'all.
I mean, but damn, man, all right, so the jail system, I mean, we're looking at the jail system as super failed because it's supposed to be designed to rehabilitate people. But like you said, we look at the...
You gotta understand. Hold on, L. Yeah. You have to understand what the word rehabilitate means. My brother, Mr. O, with the Joe from Chicago. What it do, bye?
What's happening, Joe, man? What's up, Virgil? What's up, King L?
What's good, brother?
Man, I can't call, man. You got me better hand, man. I'm doing 12 hours right now, man. Hoping my relief show up on time, man. Doing my legit shit, security, and, top flight of the world, Virgil, L, top flight of the world.
Yeah, I already know.
And you know what? Two things. All right, so I found a coincidental. For the uninitiated, uncool, that means coincidence. I found coincidentally that last week I had the NOI all in for my hotel, and they had the Honorable Louis Farrakhan speaking at one of the arenas here in Chicago called the Wind Trust, right across the street from my place of business. You did, and all this information about Malik Al Shabazz, aka Malcolm X, came out. Ain't none of them, ain't not one of them NOI, FOI, or any of them. You know what I'm saying? What's that? What some sisters called? You know, I ain't gonna even try to get into that. But ain't none of them muttered one iota, not one word, not one sentence about anything that evolve around this man's assassination or his case or any other contributors and co-conspirators of thereof. So I'm looking like, wow. It's blasted all over the local Chicago news. It's blasted all over these social media or social engineering platforms, like my brother Virgil so eloquently puts it.
You know. Go ahead, bro. His phone cut out or something.
And with Larry Hoover, bro. All right, so look, where I come from, I literally come from the old stomping grounds of Larry Bernard Hoover. Like, he is literally the chairman of the board around my neighborhood. Like, he has a cult, like godlike figure, even to this day. I have men that actually rubbed elbows, literally shook up BGD with this man walking around, even though some of them they boomers, they all decrepit and drugged out and all that other shit, and they still live in their old gang glory days, 70+ year old niggas still shaking up old gang signs, still showing their old gang tattoos and shit. But it is what it is. But think about the influence that this man has had, not only in my neighborhood, not only in my city, not only in my county, not only in my state, but other states throughout the entire country and around the world. Do you understand that, man? You get wiser. Yeah, that means you get better as with age. And he literally, as a youth, studied all the cult-like followings. He studied Napoleon. He has studied Alexander the Great. The man said all he wanted to be in life was a great gang leader. So you don't think he still don't hold no influence, and that's still a caveat and a detriment to his everlasting legacy. Because if you was to let free one of the most feared men of all of the 20th century out, one or two things is going to happen. Either A, he will probably or three, I give him another caveat. He really about this peace stuff, and he's gonna try to unify all the street brothers in the city of Chicago or any other states he have influence, and even his own enemies. He could probably influence, band up together, and actually get to stop the violence, the drugs, the degradation, and all that stuff in your community. Two, he could come out and be on some straight bullshit and he could go ahead and pick off where he left off at in 1973.
Right.
Or, Lord forbid, because I don't want this to happen to the great chairman of the board. I mean, even though he is who he is, he will always been a great influence in my life. You know what I'm saying? I had to grow up under the being that's where I get the boss lifestyle from. BOS, Brothers of the Struggle. But unfortunately, that influence, that philosophy, not only was hijacked, it was basically diluted from the 80s and the 90s over to my era in the 2000s. I'll hate to say it. One of these niggas, if he was to get free, would try to whack him for clout.
Yeah, that's all a possibility. The thing that really caught my attention when I seen that symbology, man, that's always intrigued me about the Gangster Disciple organization, and that let me know that it's more to the story, especially knowing what I know about gangs and stuff, man. When I break this down to y'all, man, woo.
Oh, bro, hey, bro. I could tell you as a former associate and member of the Black Disciple Nation. If you want to go ahead and bring us all together, all as one, the Black Gangster Disciple Nation. Either as a former and or you could say when I was current and former, I literally looked at our overall history, past the literature. I opened my eyes when I became part of the AFAM Masonry fraternity. Both coincide with each other, and hell, even you and I have figured out and found out they used to have their meetings at the said halls. So I hate to say it, it is what it is. Hey,
All of them are based and rooted in Luciferianism and Satanism, man.
Yep.
Just flat out. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. You know, it is what it is, man. I mean, goddamn, man. You know what I'm saying? I just thought that was interesting right there because, you know, man, there's been a lot of talk about a lot of these guys getting out. You know, Meek's about to get out. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about letting out Larry Hoover. You know what I'm talking about? Guy Fisher probably about to get up out of there. I think if he's not already out, if I ain't mistaken. I think Guy Fisher's already out.
Time for all the OGs to come home.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm talking about, man? All these dudes are coming home. You know what I'm talking about, man? It's a beautiful thing, but, you know, sometimes
Violent offenders shouldn't get that much time.
All the trap lords from the 80s.
Yeah, non-violent cats shouldn't have long sentences.
Like Meech.
Yeah, I understand if you murder, if you got bodies under your belt, I get that. Unwarranted, because it is a difference between a body and like self-defense or something like that. But yeah. Yeah, non-violent, you shouldn't be having no 20, 30, nah. I'm sorry. You shouldn't even have 5. Like,
well, GD Anthem, the first line is Trump should have freed Larry. Fuck is wrong with dude? And, you know, Larry Hoover Jr. shows up on Donda and, you know, and says what he says. And I actually reached out to Larry Hoover Jr. and I'm like, hey, is it at all possible to set up an interview with your dad? You know, I don't even have to do it. You know, you could do it yourself. You know, we could work on questions together and I'll put it out to my platform. And he said they're not going to let him do interviews. He's in maximum security right now. They're not going to let him do any of that. He's essentially been silenced and everything else like that. If by some chance Larry Hoover did come out, do you think that it would make a big change in Chicago?
I feel like it'll be a lot of people fall in line. Like it'll be a lot of people, like older people. You feel me? That'll be happy home, and that'll kind of. It's more so. It's all depending on what angle he would be aiming for. If he came home on that, I don't think he'd be on that type of time. You feel me? He done did so much time. At this point, he just want to be with his family. You feel me? And be a normal person. Fuck that gang shit. It ain't about nothing. And I don't think nothing's gonna really change as much. Cause like I say, it's not no structure, bro. It's not. It used to be structure. Older people getting on these young niggas' ass, like making sure niggas go to school. This wasn't always about GD and beat. All these gangs wasn't for to beef with, to get a nice amount of niggas so we can war with these niggas. No, it wasn't about that, bro. GD was to bring everybody together, bring blacks together, and Larry was trying to do shit like build communities and help blacks and everybody come together and do the right shit. You feel me? When a nigga fucked up, he got fucked up. You know why he got fucked up? Cause he fucked up. You feel me? Cause he did wrong. They wasn't fucking niggas up for nothing. It's more so. Like it was more so a positive thing. The world just made it a bad thing because the blacks was finally coming together and was finally creating an organization to where we could come together and be smart and started, seeing the shit for what it really was. Because I look at it like if you can have Masons or you can have Muslims, you can have police. All them is gangs. Them organizations that they came together with. What's wrong with a person coming together, bringing people together? The problem was he was black.
Because GD stands for Gangster Disciple, but there's also, what's the other term that the GD ICP? Growth and development. There you go. There you go. And that seems to be the thing that I'm seeing pushed more these days.
Exactly. That's what it was always about, growth and development, bro. Everybody learning from the next man and helping each other. Like when you go to jail, bro, like they really stick together, bro. Niggas say what they want to say, bro. All this GD, BD shit. When you go to jail, it's GDs and BDs together. They not having that shit. You gonna get your ass beat trying to fuck with a BD, trying to beef with a GD. Because deep down inside, the GDs and BDs is under the same nation. The 6 point stop under the same. Right. But this the thing. Like, I go to jail, they handing you shit like soap. Here goes some snacks. All the GDs, they gonna stick together. That's with the moles, with the vice lord. That's what any type of gang in jail, bro. But what kills me is they only do it in jail. When you get out, they just right back to normal, right back to what it was. So it's like really a stick together type of thing, bro. They help each other. That's what it was. That's what it started from. Then you got all these young niggas that got involved and basically started being rebellious and not giving a fuck about nobody. Want to go shoot up parks and shit, killing kids and shit now. Now the retaliation level is up here. You just killed the kid. Now they feel like I gotta go kill somebody's mama. I'm mad. Now you go back and do some shit like that. Now it's at an all-time high. Now it's like ain't no stopping it.
$69 US Special Forces device turns men into.
Damn. That was some nigga named Ruger, man. I guess he out of Chicago. You know who that is, Mr. O?
You get paid for. He said Ruger.
Yeah, his name is Ruger, Rooga.
So many different Rugers in my damn city, man. You gotta be more specific.
I mean, that's all I can tell you about. I never heard of the guy. I just know they said he was interviewing some nigga named Ruger.
Yeah, I probably got to know about face. I know faces more than I do names, bro.
Oh, that's what's up. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, man. You know, man, that'd be crazy if they let Uger out. But what's even more crazy if that nigga would did an interview with Vlad. That'd have really sealed the cake for me.
No. I
want really put the icing on the cake for me when it comes.
With that culture vulture, he want the chairman of the board to do an interview with that culture vulture. No.
Yeah, I would think different about Larry Hoover if he did an interview on Vlad in any form or fashion.
Yeah, it's a lot of different platforms you can come out on before. Like
bastard ass nigga Vlad.
Yeah.
Police ass platform, man. Well, y'all know, man, it's E.N.E Friday, man. We about to wrap it up, man.
The most money, though. You know
say what?
You know, he probably gonna go like whoever offer the most money. You know how they do. Glad his pocket's pretty deep. I will give him that. But I don't think he can afford that. I think other platforms for like Larry Hoover, they get him on lifetime. He go prime time with his shit. Larry Hoover need a show. Like real shit. Holler at 50. 50 getting shit popping right now. Holler at 50. 50 gets you a real nice show going. Cause yeah, Larry Hoover, man, he need more than just some interviews and all that. Like he need to make his shit into like he need to monetize everything he got going on when he come out. I know he gonna have the right team around him, so we ain't gotta worry about him if he come out, whenever he come out. He gonna be good. We know he good. He already got bread. They keeping the brand alive. The brand been alive all the time. It stay relevant in some shape, form, or fashion. You know, his name always get brought up. He a legend, you know. Chicago. He built a lot of Chicago. And it fell apart after he left. You know, that's the facts. Like a lot of gang culture, all that shit kind of fell apart after he left. That's one thing we do know for sure.
Yeah, man, you already know, man. It just been spooky people on Flat, man. We about to wrap it up, man. Mr. O, man, you got anything you want to say in closing, brother?
Man, I ain't got nothing to go ahead and close it out with. You know what I'm saying? Great stream version. I might have to go ahead and watch the playback, but it's glad that they finally go ahead and get the right people that took out Malcolm X. But we don't know what's that really gonna lead down to. Might lead down to another rabbit hole that we don't know about. And like I said, I already gave you 3 specific reasons why. And honestly, the man been locked up for like what 50 years. Can you imagine being under 24-hour surveillance, probably been under the hole for damn it half a majority of your life? Yeah, you want to come out to this day and age with all this technology, all these quote unquote agendas being thrown in your face, and you basically kicked off one of the biggest gang coaches of any kind in history, and you come back to this, you like, man, this ain't what I started this shit for.
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably lose his mind coming on the outside more than he being on the inside, bro.
Yeah, man. I know it's very skeptical, man. You know, I've seen that imagery, man. That imagery is very, very suspect, man.
It ain't suspect, bro. And no, that's actual factual act. You know what I'm saying? He got the mindset of dudes between the ages of 12 and 72, bro.
You said what now?
I said, man, he got the power and influence to go ahead and influence dudes between the ages of 12 and 72, bro.
I don't know, man.
That's a whole child nation, bro. That's a whole child nation, bro.
I don't know. I understand why just him getting out now. I don't understand why niggas just will automatically fall in line. I just don't get it. Don't make sense to me.
Niggas want to live in nostalgia and they think they always gonna find a savior in that Messiah figure, but it ain't gonna happen, bro. But I gotta go. Got my relief right here. If I go ahead and clock out, I'll let y'all later. Peace.
All right then, my nigga. We'll holler at you, brethren. King Els, man. What's good, man?
What up, bro?
Man, we about to go ahead and wrap it up, man. We are here at 3 hours and 6 minutes. We about to go ahead and wrap it up, man. So, in your closure, what you got to say, man?
Shit.
You all right over there, man? You got to crawl before you walk.
Oh, shit. Here you go.
My nigga Stats.
You hear that? He over there like he coughing up a lung or something, man.
Yeah, I'm going to let Court say his before you get out, too. Go ahead, Court. Say your piece first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, man. Everybody be safe tonight, man. Appreciate everybody coming out listening. I just slid in real quick. Having to hear my brothers on here. So I just, good, always good kicking back with the homies, man.
Yeah, we're going to have another live show up there at the H-Loft,
man. Yeah, definitely.
Nah, yeah. At the end of the day, like, we went through a lot today. Like, you know, from the whole Wade situation.
To Wade with his daughter or son or
yeah, whatever.
How do y'all? I missed that. I know I missed that.
Yeah, that was definitely interesting. That was probably the highlight of the show, I would say, and it deserves it because it is a confusing topic, and you know, as parents, I know everybody got different feelings torn, and I don't know. The solution-based content is, I think we all should get a little therapy sometime. You know what I mean? Talk if you don't want to go to a professional, talk to somebody you trust that you can talk to. I just think, you know, getting it out sometimes sometimes talking about it and help you out in the situation. However you feel therapeutic, go get you a massage. Like we talked about earlier, go to the hot tub, go to the sauna, get you some time where you can go to yourself and really meditate, think on things, and that'll help you out. That's that solution-based content, SBC. You already know that's what we're all about over here at Stacks A. Real talk, you know what it is. But that's all I can say. You know, we got sometimes just get ourselves away from all this shit. You know, it's a lot of shit going on in the world, a lot of shit, and we just gotta disconnect. And like I said, just try your best, do whatever you can do, and you know, live life, peace, love, and blessings. You know how we always say. Hey, real talk.
Yeah, man, you already know, man. It's Friday night, E.N.E wrap up with my brother King Els. We have my brother Rainman in business. My man Mr. Guarantee came through. My brother Mr. O with the info from Chicago, you know what I'm saying, came through. And it's a beautiful thing, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page and all that. You know what I'm talking about? Tomorrow night, we going in. My brother Berg gonna be in the building. It's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. Make sure y'all tap in tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My brother Berg, Uncle Berg, gonna be in the building. It's gonna be a beautiful situation, man. He just killed it last Saturday. Comedy show, sold out. He about to go do another show at the King Arts Complex Center. Man, I'm telling you, man, my brothers out here doing big things. We're gonna have him on the show tomorrow night. He's gonna be in the building, so it's gonna be a beautiful thing. You know what I'm talking about? So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's evening. You know what I'm saying? Roll up another one before y'all lay it down or whatever you about to do. You know what I'm talking about? And tap in with us tomorrow evening, man. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all coming through. You did got another classic E.N.E banger for y'all, man. Tap in with us, man. Smash that like button on your way out, man.
Zero over zero, man. We not divisible. Indefensible. Leave them all critical. Gotta be accountable. Every individual. It's all the principle. Flow seem invincible. Zero over zero, man. We not divisible. Indefensible. Leave them all critical. Gotta be accountable. Every individual.
Man, I'm the lieutenant general and captain. My son, it's like God gave me his qualities and wrapped it all in one. You niggas should be happy that I just be rapping for fun. Crowds clapping, throwing shots, and they ain't even got a gun. My bitch met me. Now she see these other niggas counterfeit. She don't stress over small things, cause daddy gonna handle it. She ain't gotta say nothing, I read it like an analyst. The only time I go to doctors when I need more cannabis. Man, I'm sick, I really go in the booth and just let it rip. This shit come out bananas like I'm shooting up a benefit. Gangster and a gentleman. Please excuse my temperament while your team losing stripes like they sucking on a peppermint. No stimulus, but I can bring you right out your deficit. You can run with my team if you meet the prerequisites. Words sacred like the scripture you find at the Vatican. Rain in the butcher boys, it's an automatic hit.
It's all the principle. Flow seem invincible. Zero over zero, man. We not divisible. Indefensible. Leave them all critical. Gotta be accountable. Every individual. It's all the principle. Flow seem invincible. Zero over zero, man. We not divisible. Indefensible. Leave them all critical. Gotta be accountable. Every individual. Some cash, some digital. All business though. Doctored up the flow. Now my patience is clinical. Say one phrase, keep them hung all on my skills. When King say dead or alive, he mean both. Then we play my favorite game. Bodies flow, my flow like the current pushing boats down the post. Dirty game, no soap. Tears flow, no joke. Hang them up with no rope. No chance, no hope. Laser focus, super scope. Bars packed in every verse. X-ray and bank accounts just to see who really broke. Shorty didn't get to know all of this in one quote. Yeah, smokes. I be getting dumb head, stupid bro. Yeah, be all up in my business. Wondering who is this? Wipe the scene clean. We ain't worried about forensics. I see the hate. I can spot them like weightlifting. This butcher boy scene is gonna be a bad ending. It's all the principle. Flow seem invincible. Zero over zero, man. We not divisible. Indefensible. Leave them all critical. Gotta be accountable. Every individual. It's all the principle. Flow seem invincible. Zero over zero, man. We not divisible. Indefensible. Leave them all critical. Gotta be accountable. Every individual.
Nigga, here come the re-up. See me, I'm batting clean up. A lot of greatness whenever you bring my team up. Wake up, brush my teeth, and roll up. I gotta beam up. Married to the game, wedding ring with a prenup. No need to sign on the dotted line, we been lit. I'm all about the Benjamins, nigga. I'm on my pup shit. Blowing trees from Cali on my corrupt shit. Business in the booth, I only come to fuck up shit. Money coming, money go. That's all I need to know. Jews around me shine bright, but I don't need the glow. Six said, kill them. Rain told me they gotta go. Separating niggas from head, shoulders, and knees and toes. Guaranteed to make them sick for raining on you hoes. I got a little bread, but I'm about to make some more. E.N.E, move the dope. You know what it's hitting for. Rain Man, Butcher Boys, hot shit, case closed.
It's all the principle. Flow seem invincible. Zero over zero, man. We not divisible. Indefensible. Leave them all critical. Gotta be accountable. Every individual. It's all the principle. Flow seem invincible. Zero over zero, man. We not divisible. Indefensible. Leave them all critical. Gotta be accountable, every individual.